Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and a very warm welcome to Sotheby's in the historic Breuer building on Madison Avenue, the new home of Sotheby's. My name is Oliver Barker and I will be your auctioneer for the first of this evening's auctions. Following Tuesday night's spectacular auctions, we kick off this evening with the collection from the visionary philanthropists Cindy and Jay Pritzker. Instrumental in transforming the cultural and civic heartbeat of Chicago, the Pritzkers championed art in all of its forms, not least through the founding of the Pritzker Architecture Prize, recognized worldwide as the field's highest honor. Nowhere was this devotion more evident than in Cindy's leading role in bringing the Harold Washington Library Center into being. Leading this evening's sale is a mesmerizing still life of books by Vincent van Gogh, echoing Cindy's conviction that art and literature are essential to public life. This work has been much admired in our galleries over the exhibition, and we are delighted to bring it to auction this evening. The high points include Matisse's rare architectural triptych Leda Le Cygne, a pivotal Pont-Aven canvas by Gauguin, and museum-quality paintings by Beckmann, Kirchner, and Pizarro, amongst others. Before we begin, a few announcements. Please note that all lots are sold under Sotheby's authenticity guarantee and on an as-is basis. Buyer's premium will be added to the hammer price of each lot. Applicable sales tax is due on the aggregate of the three figures as part of the total purchase price payable. Please refer to the online sale catalogue for further information regarding lots with guarantees and irrevocable bids, and consult our conditions of business for full terms. And with a remarkable evening of sales ahead of us, we're going to start with lot number one, the Jean Arp, the Tour Saint-Jouy, stamped with the artist's monogram, conceived in 1965. And I'm going to start the bidding here at $200,000, $200,000, $250,000, $300,000 now, $300,000, $350,000. It's Julian's bidder at $350,000. On the telephone at $350,000 and selling here at $350,000. It's your bid, Julian, at $350,000. Thank you. Clears the room. It's with you on the telephone here at $350,000 and selling at $350,000. I'll take $370,000 at $350,000. Here it is at $350,000. Give me $70,000 at $350,000 here. $370,000. Next bid's $400,000 at $370,000 here. It's with Lisa at $370,000. Give me $400,000 at $370,000. It's here on my left-hand side. It's with Lisa at $370,000. Here on my left at $370,000 against you, Julian. Now at $370,000 against you too, sir. Here at $370,000. At $370,000. Any more? Are you bidding, sir? At $370,000 for the first lot, showing on my left here, and I'm going to sell it this time at $370,000. Fair warning to you, sir. Last chance, and selling at $370,000. Thank you, Lisa. That's yours. It's pan number 80. Thank you so much. And lot number two is the much admired Kandinsky work on paper from 1925, the Ins Violette, the Interviolet, wonderful pure Bauhaus work here, number 188, signed and dated, titled, and with the date, as I mentioned, 1925. Watercolor and pen and ink on paper on the artist's mount, showing on the easel here. Thank you so much. And I'm going to start the bidding here at $550,000, at $550,000, $600,000 now, $600,000 for the Kandinsky, $600,000, $650,000, at $650,000, $700,000 I have with the commission bid at $700,000. Clears you all at $700,000 now. It's my bid at $700,000. $750,000, $800,000 is bid now. It's my bid again at $800,000, $850,000. Otley's bid on him out now at $850,000. With Otley Windsor from Sotheby's Contemporary Art in London, $900,000. Thank you, Simon, at $900,000 now. $950,000 here. At $950,000, gentlemen seated at $950,000, $1 million here. At $1 million. Back here, $1,100,000. Thank you, Otley, at $1,100,000. And it's against you there, Edith, at $1,100,000. Do you want to come in at $1,100,000? At $1,200,000. I took it ahead of you. It's here in the room, Simon, at $1,200,000. Give me three. At $1,200,000. With the gentleman seated here, $1,200,000. I've said it, yep, it's here in the room at $1,200,000. Simon, it's here against you at $1,200,000. Against you all on the telephones is your bid, sir, at $1,200,000. Here at $1,200,000. No, at $1,250,000. 1-3 is another new place with Edith, and against you now, with Brad rather, and against you, Edith, at $1,300,000. Give me 50. $1,400,000 is bid. Thank you, Allegra. $1,400,000 now. It's against the room, sir. Not yours. At $1,400,000. All on this side. $1,450,000. At $1,450,000. He's back. Thank you, sir. At $1,450,000. $1,500,000 is bid. Thank you, Allegra. At $1,500,000. It's against you over here on this side, sir. At $1,500,000. Any more? $1,500,000. $1,550,000. Yours again at $1,550,000. Thank you so much. At $1,600,000 is now bid again. And against you still on this side at 1,600,000 for the Kandinsky, showing here at $1,600,000. Give me 50, sir. At $1,600,000. At 1.6. 1,650,000 now. It's bid at 1,650,000. It's back in the room again at 1,650,000. 1,700,000. Thank you, Allegra. Don't be a stranger at 1,700,000. Here with Allegra at 1,700,000. Give me 5, sir. At 1,700,000 is bid with Allegra at 1,700,000. Thank you so much. I'm looking for 50 from you. Thank you. 1,750,000. It's back in the room again at 1,750,000. It's against you on this side. All on this side. This sequence of chairs, 1.8, and the telephones now. At 1,800,000. 1.8. You give me 5, sir. At 1,800,000. 1,850,000. Thank you very much indeed. At $1,850,000 is bid. At 1,850,000. It's back in the room again, Allegra. It's not yours this time. 1,900,000 is bid now. Thank you so much. At 1,900,000. Give me 50, please. At 1,900,000. Say 50. At 1,900,000. Still on the telephone at 1,900,000. Don't let it go, sir. Beautiful thing. At $1,900,000. You sure? At 1,900,000. Take 50 this time again. At 1,900,000. Still with Allegra. Anyone else at 1,900,000. Here it is at 1,900,000. And we're going to sell it at $1,900,000. Against you all, Allegra's bidder. Fair warning to you, sir. Last chance at 1,900,000. Thank you very much. Allegra paddle number 9 is sold for 1,900,000. And lot number 3 is the superbly executed drawing depicting the public gardens near Place La Matin in Arles by Vincent van Gogh, of course. Continuing from the wonderful Van Gogh drawing we had earlier this week, is another chance for a great work on paper from April 1888. Please note the authenticity of the work has been confirmed by the Van Gogh Museum in Amsterdam. And we're starting the bidding here at 1,100,000, 1,100,000, 1,200,000, 1,300,000 now, 1,300,000 pounds, dollars rather, 1,300,000, at 1,300,000, 1,400,000 now, at 1,400,000 for the Van Gogh for $1,400,000 here, at 1,400,000 now, at 1,400,000 now. At 1,400,000, so ahead of you here, $1,400,000 now. At 1,400,000, 1,500,000 in time. At 1,500,000, you're going to go on at 1,500,000 here. It's with Scott on the telephone at 1,500,000. Thank you, Scott. Here, it's not yours. At 1,500,000 this time. Here it is on the telephone at 1,500,000. Still with you, sir. At 1,500,000. On this side again at 1,500,000. You're coming in again at 1,500,000. 1,600,000 now is bid online at 1,600,000. And against you, Scott, this time. At 1,600,000. Online with paddle number 34 at $1,600,000 here. Looking for 7 from you, please. At 1,600,000 now, not yours. 1,650,000. Next bid's going to be 1,700,000 online. At 1,650,000. It's here again. We're still with Scott at 1,650,000. Do you want to say 7 online? At 1,650,000 here online at 1,700,000. They've gone on at 1,700,000 and against you now. Against you, Scott, at 1,700,000. Give me 50, sir. 1,750,000 is bid at 1,750,000. And against you now, online at 1,750,000. Try it. 1,800,000 is bid now at $1,800,000. I'm looking for 50, please. 1,800,000 now. It's against you here, Scott. 1,850,000. It's back again in the room on the telephones at 1,850,000 on Madison Avenue. It's here with Scott. In the Broy building, 1,850,000, 1,900,000 is bid, sir. Against you now at 1,900,000. Try 50. 1,950,000. It's back on the telephone now. It's still with Scott. And against you online at 1,950,000. Please make it $2 million. At 1,950,000, it's here in the room. $2 million is bid. Let's try and make it $2,100,000, please, Scott. At $2 million. Here at $2 million with our online bidder at number 34 at $2 million here. It's against you on this side. You're bidding, sir, at $2 million here. Still online at $2 million. Panel number 34. It's here on the line at $2 million. I'm looking for a further bid from you, sir. At $2 million. $2,100,000. Thank you, sir. At 2-1. At $2,100,000. Back on the telephone here at $2,100,000. Scott's bidder. Give you $2,200,000, please. $2,100,000 is bid here on Madison Avenue at $2,200,000. Thank you so much. At $2,200,000. Back with the online bidders, Sotheby's.com. It's here at $2,200,000. It's against you this time, Scott, at $2,200,000. Make it 3. At $2,200,000. There it is, 2-2. At $2,200,000. Say 3. At $2,200,000. Still online at $2,200,000. It's against you here at $2,200,000. at $2,200,000. I'm looking for 3 from you, please. It's at $2,200,000. Still with the online bidder now. $2,250,000. Thank you. At $2,250,000. Next bid's going to be $2,300,000. At $2,250,000. Thank you so much. At $2,250,000. $2,300,000 now it's gone. Determined bidding at $2,300,000. Still with the online bidder at $2,300,000. At $2,300,000. Say 50 again, please. At $2,300,000. It's a wonderful thing. At $2,300,000. Fabulous drawing. At $2,300,000. I'm looking for 5. At $2,300,000. Any more here? At $2,300,000. 2-3. At $2,300,000. Still with the online bidder. It's against you, Scott. Are you out, sir? At $2,300,000. Thank you anyway to your bidder at $2,300,000. I'm going to sell it this time. It's with the online bidder. It's against you, Scott. Come in again now. $2,350,000. Thank you. Don't let it go. At $2,350,000. At $2,350,000. With Scott again on the telephone here at $2,350,000 and looking for 2-4, please. At $2,400,000 is they're going on, Scott. At $2,400,000. At $2,400,000. Gave it a go at $2,400,000. Looks like he's out at $2,400,000. Here it is with the online bidder, paddle 34. I'm going to sell it this time. Last chance now. Fair warning, Scott, to you. And selling here, fair warning, at $2,400,000. Thank you to the online bidder. It's paddle number 34 at $2,400,000. And next up is the wonderful Felix Vallotton, the beautifully composed painting of his wife, Gabrielle, among the artist's most accomplished interior scenes, a really exquisite work from 1899, of course, signed peinture à la colle on paper laid down on board on cradle panel from 1899. Wonderful, wonderful objects. And I'm going to start here at $800,000 here for the Vallotton, showing here $800,000, $850,000, $900,000, $900,000, $1 million. Thank you, Alex. $1 million, $1 million, $100,000. Samir, $1,200,000. Thank you. $1,300,000. Deep bidding here. $1,400,000. Thank you very much. At $1,400,000. At $1,400,000. It's 4 of you in it. At $1,400,000. And it's all on the telephone to $1,400,000. $1,500,000 is bid with Alexandra. At $1,500,000. Thank you. At $1,500,000. And against you on this side, Simon, at $1,500,000. You bidding, madam, at $1,500,000 here. 1.5. $1,600,000. It's in another new place with Elizabeth Webb here. $1,600,000. $1,600,000. Here it is. $1,600,000 with Elizabeth Webb. At $1,600,000. It's your bid, Elizabeth. And against you, Julian. It's against you, Ben. $1,700,000 is bid now. $1,700,000, Elizabeth. Give me 8, please. At $1,700,000. Where is the bid? At $1,700,000, $1,800,000. I knew you'd come in, sir. At $1,800,000. $1,900,000 is bid now. $2 million. At $2 million. Gentleman's bid here at $2 million now. $2,100,000. Say 2, sir. It's against you now at $2,100,000. Looking for 2 from you, please. At $2,100,000. Sir, it's on the telephone. It's not yours. At $2,100,000. It's here. It's the bid. At $2,100,000. Anybody else? Elizabeth, we're coming in again. At $2,100,000. It's Ben Dollar's bidder. It's against you here, sir. And several other places at $2,100,000. At $2,100,000. Anybody else now? At $2,100,000. Julie, we're coming in again at 2-1. Nor you, Brad, at $2,100,000, and I will sell here at $2,100,000. Simon, are we out? Fair warning to you, $2,200,000. Thank you. In time. $2,300,000. Try 4, sir. You said that the last time, then. At $2,300,000. You sure? At $2,300,000. Still with you, Ben, and selling this time, I think, at $2,300,000. Last chance, and selling for $2,300,000. Thank you, Ben. It's paddle number 72. Thank you so much. Lot number 5, of course, is the evocative example of Paul Gauguin's Pont-Aven style, capturing the bucolic landscape of Brittany. Here it is, the Le Polu, the wonderful sort of Japanese-inspired, wonderful flattened sort of skyline there, of course, wonderful physical condition. This picture, summer 1889 here, northern France, and I start the bidding here at $3,600,000, $3,700,000, $3,800,000, at $3,800,000 for the Gauguin, $3,800,000, $4 million. Thank you, Simon, at $4 million here. On the telephone with Simon Shaw here at $4 million here. On my left at $4 million and selling at $4 million at the moment at $4 million. Your bid, Simon, at $4 million. Against you here at $4 million. Helen, take your time at $4 million here. We'll wait for you. It's at $4 million. Thank you so much, Simon. It's with you on my left at $4 million here. And selling at the moment at $4 million. Thank you very much, Simon, at $4 million. It's here at $4 million. Anybody else? At $4 million. Still with you, sir. $4 million. And against you in the room at $4 million is with Simon Shaw here. My esteemed colleague on the telephones here at $4 million. Still with you, sir, at $4 million, and we can sell at $4 million here, waiting for the bid here, at $4 million. Are you out, Helena? At $4 million, no? Fair warning now, and I'm going to sell it at $4 million. Simon, with you. Last chance. The hammer's coming up at $4 million. Thank you, Simon. It's panel 59. And ladies and gentlemen, we arrive, of course, to a work of exceptional art historical significance, Vincent van Gogh's still life of French novels. This stands amongst the finest still lives and is one of only 3 paintings that Van Gogh included in his first official exhibition of the seminal Salon des Indépendants. Please note that this work has been requested for the exhibition Van Gogh and His Circle, Looking Back to the Future, to be held at the Nelson Atkins Museum of Art, Kansas City in 2028. And without further ado, I'm going to start the bidding here at $31 million, at $31 million, at $31 million, $32 million now, at $32 million, $32 million, $33 million now, for the Van Gogh for $33 million, at $33 million, at $33 million, $34 million now, at $34 million, at $34 million here for the Van Gogh for $34 million, at $34 million, $35 million. Thank you. It's Fergus's bidder at $35 million now. At $35 billion. You could be $36 million now. At 35, against you here at $35 million. On this side at $35 million now. It's still with you at $35 million. Against you there also. At $35 million. With Fergus stuff on the telephone at $35 million. $36 million. It's another new bidder at $36 million. It's with the lady at $36 million now. And against you this time, Fergus, at $36 million. Ladies bid at $37 million. 37 is bid. I'm looking for 38, madam, from you. $37 million. $38 million. Thank you so much. At $38 million. It's between the pair of you at the moment at $38 million. Ladies bid at $38 million. I'm going to try 39. At $38 million. 39? No, I'll take 39, please. 39 million is bid. There's another new bidder up front at 39 million. Thank you so much. At $39 million. Here at $39 million. $40 million. At $40 million. You're coming in here at $40 million. At $40 million. Want to give me 41, sir? At $40 million, sir. Still with the lady at $40 million and selling at $40 million. At $40 million. You're going to come in on this side of the room at $40 million. Still here with the lady. It's against you, folks, against you, sir, up front, and against you on this side of the room also at $40 million. I take one, sir, at this stage. You take 41?
500.
No, I take 41, sir. I've already said to the gentleman I will take it. Will you give me 41, please? At 40 million. 41. Thank you very much indeed, sir. At 41 million. It's up front at $41 million. Your bid, sir. $41 million. 41 million. $42 million is bid. Thank you so much. At $42 million. Madam, you're coming in again at $42 million. At $42 million. Want to give me 43? $43 million is bid. Thank you. At $43 million. 43. Give me 4, please. At $43 million here. Going up in $1 million. $44 million. Thank you, sir. $44 million. At $44 million. At $44 million. Here it is at 44. And against you, madam, at $44 million. Try 45. Yes, $45 million. At $45 million. So give you 6, sir. At $45 million. It's the lady's bid at $45 million. It's against you, focused on the telephone. It's against you here, Brad. It's in the room with the lady at $45 million. Looking for 6, sir. At $45 million. Here at $45 million. You want to come in again? At $45 million. There it is. Thank you. $46 million. Now it's bid at $46 million. Here it is on my right still at $46 million. Give me 7. At $46 million. $47 million. Thank you. At $47 million. I'm looking for 48, please. $47 million. With the lady at $47 million. Give me 8. At $47 million. $48 million now. 48. Try 9, madam. 48 million. Say 9. 49. 50 million. Thank you. $50 million now. At 50. Give me 2, please, Brad. At $50 million. Here it is. At $50 million. Here at $50 million, on the aisle, at $50 million, looking for 52, please. At $50 million, ladies bid, 50. At $50 million, here it is, at $50 million. Against you there, $50 million, the ladies bid. And against you there, you want to go on, sir, 50. At $50 million, the ladies bid currently at $50 million. It's against you there, Brand, against you here, I'll give you time, at $50 million. Against you on the telephone also, Fergus. Number of you in this bidding at $50 million. Anybody else at 50? So, don't let it go at 50. At $50 million. It's with the lady now. And I'm going to sell it this time. $50 million, here it is. Fair warning, it's the lady's bid. Against you here and against you, Brad. I'm going to sell it now. The hammer is coming up. You coming in again? Last chance. Fair warning. You out, sir? And selling it at $50 million. Thank you so much. Madam, are you coming in? $52 million. At $52 million. $52 million, sir. Here it is, $52 million. Madam, can we have another one? $52 million. $52 million, here it is, with Simon Shaw of $52 million on my left-hand side of 52. What are we going to do? $52 million here. Looking for 54, please, madam, from you. It's here at $52 million. 52 million, thank you, Simon. It's still with you again at 52 million. 54 million is bid. Thank you so much at $54 million. Still again, not yours on this side, and it's at $54 million. It's in the room at 54 and looking for 56 now, Simon, please, at 54. 54 million. At $54 million. At $54 million. It's back with the lady at 54 million. Give me 6, please. Simon. $54 million, still with the lady again at 54 million. What are we going to do? At 54 million, last chance, Simon. I have to hurry you at this point. It's with the lady still at $54 million. Last chance. The hammer is coming up at $54 million. Simon, we're coming in again quickly. Give me a sign of life. At $54 million, last chance to you. We want to move on at $54 million. Still, Simon? No. And selling. Last chance. Madam, thank you very much indeed. It's yours. At 54 million. 3126. Thank you. Thank you very much. And thank you for your patience, madam. Thank you very much indeed. I'm moving on now. Lot number 7 is next. The wonderful early 1872 Camille Pissarro. Fabulous pure impressionist picture of the Bordelaise at Pontoise from 1872. Thank you, Jose. And the team, as always, is here for you in front of everybody on the easel. And I'm starting here, $850,000. $850,000, $900,000 now, $900,000, $950,000, $1 million here. With Wendy, $1 million, $1,100,000. Thank you, sir. $1,100,000 in the room. 1,100,000. Gentleman's bid, 1,200,000. Thank you. 1,003,000 ahead of you in the room. 1,003,000. You're bidding in the room here. It's 1,300,000. Give me 4. 1,004,000 is bid. 1,005,000 is bid. At 1,500,000. Gentlemen seated in the room at 1,500,000. Wendy against you here at 1,500,000. At $1,500,000. Give me 6, Lisa. At 1,500,000. And against you too, sir. It's here in the room at 1,500,000. 1,600,000 is bid now. 1,600,000. Thank you anyway. It's a 1,600,000. Gentlemen seated against you, Wendy, against you, Lisa. $1,600,000. At 1,600,000. Anybody else? At $1,600,000. At 1,600,000, 1,700,000 is bid with Scott. 1,700,000. Give me 8, sir. At $1,700,000 for the early Pissarro. Wonderful picture. At 1,700,000. At 1,700,000. You'd be hard pressed to find a better impressionist picture, sir. At 1,700,000. I'll take 1,750,000 from you. Thank you. 1,750,000. There it is. At 1,750,000. 1,800,000 is bid. At 1,800,000. Say 50. At 1,800,000. Again, it's a sublime example, sir. At 1,800,000. No. At 1,800,000. Selling it here then at Scott's bidder at 1,800,000. It's against you on this side. Wendy, it's not yours. But we're selling it at 1,800,000. Fair warning. Last chance at 1,850,000. Thank you. Thank you very much. 1,000,009 is bid now. 1,900,000. It's back on the telephone again at 1,900,000. Thank you for your bids anyway, sir. Are you sure? At $1,900,000. It's selling with Scott at 1,900,000. Last chance. Going on the telephone, sir. At $1,900,000. 1,950. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much indeed. At 1,950,000. He's a man who knows a good thing when he sees it at 1,950,000. At 1,950,000. Scott, what about you? At $1,950,000. $2 million, sir. At $2 million. Next bid's going to have to be one, sir. At $2 million, sir. For the Pizarro, $2 million. Want to give you one? At $2 million. Here it is. It's still with Scott, and it's against you, sir. Want to give it one last try? At $2 million. Fair warning, and thank you anyway. And selling at $2 million. Thank you very much indeed. It's panel number 33 at $2 million. And lot number 8 is the Ernst Ludwig Kirchner, of course, superlative example of Kirchner's Berlin painting, some of the most celebrated bodies of his work from 1913, of course, signed and dated. And I'm going to start the bidding after announcing that it's also listed in the Ernst Ludwig Kirchner archives in Bern. And we're going to be starting here at 1,200,000, 1,400,000, 1,600,000, 1,600,000, 1,800,000. Thank you, Julie. At 1,800,000. It's your bidder at $1,800,000. At $1,800,000. Still with you, $1,800,000. At $1,800,000. For the Kirchner, $1,800,000, $2 million. Thank you, Gary. At $2 million, new bidder with Gary Metzner, head of our Chicago office, of course, where the Pritzkers reside. At $2 million here. Thank you so much. At $2 million, your bid, Gary, and looking for $2,200,000, Julian, from you. Still with Gary at $2 million here. On my right at $2 million, and I'm going to sell at $2 million here. At $2 million on this side at $2 million. It's selling here at $2 million. Fair warning. Coming in, Julian. Last chance at $2 million. Thank you very much, Gary. This panel number 78 at $2 million. And the next lot, ladies and gentlemen, of course, is the Henri Matisse, the Leda and Lessine, an incredibly rare triptych of oil and gold leaf on wood panels. It stands amongst Matisse's most inventive achievements and is one of his greatest architectural commissions, and of course look absolutely resplendent both in the Pritzker's apartment on Lakeshore Drive as well as in our galleries. Also fabulous, fabulous objects, seeing the more architectural and playful Matisse and this extraordinary structure and scale. Executed in June 1944 to May 1946. And I'm starting the bidding here at $5 million now. $5 million, $5,500,000 at $5,500,000, $6 million. Thank you, Julie. At $6 million, $6,500,000 now against you. $6,500,000, $7 million is your bid. It's $7 million now. With Julian Dawes again, it's $7 million. You're coming in with 5. It's $7 million. Here it is. It's $7 million. Thank you, Julian. It's $7 million. Any more? It's $7 million now. Still with you. It's $7 million. It's Julian's bidder. It's $7 million here. At $7 million. Thank you. At $7 million. You're going on. $7,500,000 now. $7,500,000. At $7,500,000. You're saying 8, sir. $8 million. Thank you very much indeed. It's still with you again at $8 million now. Not yours. At $8 million with Julian Dawes. Here on my right, still at $8 million. Anybody else at $8 million now? At $8 million now. Against you here and against you, Simon, at $8 million here. It's with Julian Dawes at $8 million. I can sell at $8 million now. Still here on the telephones at $8 million. $8,500,000. Thank you, Simon. At $8,500,000. At $8,500,000. Simon's bidder at $8,500,000. Anybody else at $8,500,000? For the Matisse. It's with you, Simon, on the telephone here at $8,500,000. Do you want to bid? At $8,500,000. It's still here at $8,500,000. Thank you so much. At $8,500,000 against you. Further back still, also at $8,500,000. With Simon's telephone and selling here at $8,500,000. It's not yours. At $8,500,000, it's on the telephone, selling with Simon. Last chance, and selling. Simon is your bidder. Fair warning at $8,500,000. Thank you very much. It's panel number 79. And lot number 10 is the Leger, the Naturellement à la Bouteille. From 1926, Solder's View. Thank you so much. It's just above Allegra's head. Allegra and Julian, the sale heads here, appropriately, right above you guys. From 1926 this time, and starting the bidding here at $600,000. $600,000, $650,000, $800,000. Thank you so much, Craig. At $800,000, $850,000. Thank you very much, Wendy. At $850,000, $900,000. Sam Vallette. At $900,000 with Samuel Vellet at $900,000. Sam, it's your bid at $900,000. $950,000. It's in a new place. Give me $1 million. $1 million is with Wendy now. $1 million. Give me $1,000,001, please. At $1 million here. Back with Wendy again. It's all on this side. 1,100,000. Thank you, Johan. At 1,100,000 here. It's your bid, sir, at 1,100,000. Looking for 2 on this side. It's still with you. At 1,100,000, at 1,200,000 is bid. At 1,200,000. Here it is. At 1,200,000. Say 3. At $1,200,000. On the further telephone at 1,200,000. 1,300,000 is another new place. At least 4 or 5 of you in it. 1,300,000. With Ben Dollar here. 1,300,000. Give me 4, please, sir. Either of you. 1,400,000. Sorry, 1,300,000. I'm at 1,300,000 with Ben. Give me 4, please. At $1,300,000 on my right-hand side against you, Nick Dymel as well. At 1,400,000 is bid on. At $1,400,000. Say 5. At 1,400,000. Thank you so much. So on the further telephone here, the hammer is coming up at 1,400,000. It's against you all. Wendy, it's against you here, and you, Sam. At 1,400,000, 1,500,000. Your hand's back again at $1,500,000. 1,500,000. At $1,500,000. Thank you so much. At 1,500,000. At 1,500,000. It's right here. 1,500,000. Thank you, Johan. From our Geneva office. Thank you, Johan there. Johan Narkov at 1,500,000. It's your bid, sir. And selling now. 1,500,000. It's against you here. No, I won't tell 1,550,000. Next bid's 1,600,000. At $1,500,000. Give me 6, please. At 1,500,000. I've been advised I take too many split bids. At $1,500,000. Didn't go unnoticed. At 1,500,000. 1,600,000. Thank you. At 1,600,000. Been waiting all day to say that. At 1,600,000. Here it is. At 1,600,000. Any more? At 1,600,000. Say 7. At 1,600,000. No, I didn't take it here and I won't take it from you. And nor would he. At 1,600,000. At 1,600,000. Try harder. At 1,600,000. Give me 7. At 1,600,000. You're coming in at 7, please. At 1,600,000. Here it is. At 1,600,000. I am selling it, Johan. At $1,600,000. Say 7, please. At 1,600,000. Right here. 1,600,000. Yes, no. Thank you. 1,700,000. At 1,700,000. Seems to work. At 1,700,000. At 1,700,000. There it is. At 1,700,000. Try 8, please. At $1,700,000. On my right side here, at 1,700,000, looking for 8, at $1,700,000. Fair warning now, at 1,700,000, that's it. And selling at $1,700,000. Thank you very much. At 1,700,000, it's paddle 73. At 1,700,000. And lot number 11, of course, is the Beckman, the enigmatic masterwork, The Catfish, among the artist's most ambitious and important works of the late 1920s. Showing here on the right-hand side, below Gary Metzen, of course, from Chicago, where the painting originates. Thank you very much indeed. Wonderful, wonderful artist collected heavily through Richard Feigen, of course, in Chicago. And I'm starting the bidding here at $4 million now. 4,200,000, 4,200,000, 4,400,000, 4,600,000. Thank you very much indeed. At $4,600,000. Here with Edith at 4,600,000, 4,800,000 bid in the room. $5 million. Thank you very much indeed. At $5 million. Give me 250. $5 million here. At $5 million, $5,250,000. So $5 million to $5,500,000. At $5,500,000, $5,750,000. $6 million here. That's $6 million. On my right-hand side, it's $6 million. Next bid's going to be 250. It's $6 million. It's $6,250,000. Thank you, Simon. It's $6,250,000. That's $6,250,000 from either of you. It's $6,250,000. That's $6,500,000. Thank you, Fergus. That's $6,500,000 now. And against you here also, $6,500,000. $6,750,000. That's $6,750,000. Give me 7, please. $7 million. Thank you very much indeed. $7 million. That's $7 million. With Fergus here, it's $7 million. Looking for 250, it's $7 million. That's $7 million on this side, further back with Fergus. It's not yours here. It's $7 million. That's $7 million. Nope, that's $7 million. Here it is, at $7 million, next bid $7,250,000. Still here, it's $7 million. I'm going to sell it at $7 million. Give me a bid, it's $7 million. Fair warning here, it's here on the telephone with Fergus at $7 million. Here it is, Helen, are you coming in again at $7 million now? It's still here, it's on the telephone with Fergus. I'm going to sell $7,250,000. At $7,250,000 against you, Fergus. This time it's $7,500,000. Thank you. At $7,500,000. At $7,500,000. At $7,500,000. You're coming in again at $7,500,000. at 7,500,000. There it is, 7,500,000 for the Beckman. It's a fabulous thing, very powerful expressionist picture from the 20s, Helena. Don't let it go. It's 7,500,000. Still here at 7.5. I'm looking for 750. At 7,500,000, last chance to you both. At 7,500,000, we're selling it here. Thank you so much. The hammer's coming up. It's $7,500,000. Last chance, Helena. I need to sell it and move on at 7.5. Are you out, Simon, too? No, we're out. Thank you so much, Simon. Fair warning now, and selling, last chance, at 7,500,000. Thank you very much. It's panel number 47. Thank you, Fergus, very much. And we move to the last lot, but one in the sale, of course, for this part of the sale, the Juan Miro Le Maire Ubu, of course, the wonderful bronze, conceived in 1975 and cast shortly afterwards in 1977. Please note that this lot will be available for collection from Dunright following the auction. The successful purchaser will be responsible for collection, shipping and release fees. Please contact our team, obviously, with any kind of questions. The Suspender cast, number 3 out of 4, shown on the screens as viewed. Thank you very much indeed. And I'm starting the bidding here at 3,100,000, 3,200,000 now, 3,200,000, 3,300,000, at $3,300,000, at 3,300,000, 3,400,000. It's in the room. 3,500,000. Thank you. 3,500,000, 3,600,000. Nice to see you. At 3,600,000. At 3,600,000. Ladies bid here at 3,600,000. Here at 3,600,000. Ladies bid. Thank you so much. At $3,600,000. Clears your bid, Otley, at 3,600,000. Still with the lady here at 3,600,000. At 3,600,000. Fair warning to you at $3,600,000. At 3,600,000. Any more? 3,600,000. At 3,600,000. It's the ladies' bid here at 3,600,000. 3,700,000. Thank you very much indeed. At 3,700,000 now. Try 8. $3,700,000. Gentleman's bid here at 3,700,000. It's cleared you all. It's against you, madam. It's here at 3,700,000. I will sell here at 3,700,000. Be coming in at all? At 3,700,000 is the gentleman's bid here. Fair warning. Are you bidding, sir? At 3,700,000. Last chance. 3,800,000 now. 3,800,000. 3,800,000. 3,900,000. Thank you. 3,900,000. 3,900,000. It's a gentleman's bid, Simon, not yours. $4 million now. At 4 million. Try once. 4,100,000. At 4,100,000. Not yours. Here it is. At 4,100,000. It's back in the room again at 4,100,000. We're selling it here. It's against you, Simon. And selling, fair warning, at 4,100,000. Thank you, sir. It's 4,100,000. It's your bid. Pedal number 3,112. Thank you. And this time is the last lot, the wonderful, the Stuart Davis, the municipal here. From 1961, the oil and canvas showing right here for you all on the easel. Thank you so much. And I'm going to start the bidding here at $950,000, $951 million now, $1 million, $1,100,000 at $1,100,000, $1,200,000 with Lisa Dennison here for the Stuart Davis at $1,200,000, at $1,200,000 against you on this side at $1,200,000, at $1,200,000. Not yours here, $1,200,000. Still with Lisa Dennison at $1,200,000 and a fair warning for it at $1,200,000. Anybody else at $1,200,000? I'm going to sell at $1,200,000. Fair warning and selling. Last chance at $1,200,000. Lisa, it's yours. Thank you very much indeed. Panel number 40. Congratulations. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you, Allegra. Congratulations. Thank you. Well done. That's incredible. Congratulations. Well done. Thank you. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, tonight's sale of the Cindy and Jay Pritzker collection comes to a close. Thank you very much to everyone for joining, and to all of our bidders for their participation. Do stay with us for the next sale this evening, the exquisite corpus, for which I'll have the pleasure once more of being your auctioneer. We are going to begin very promptly in 5 minutes, so please don't go anywhere. Thank you very much indeed. Thank you. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and a very warm welcome back to Sotheby's in the historic Broy building, the new home of Sotheby's. For those of you just joining us, my name is Oliver Barker and I will be your auctioneer for the second of tonight's evening sales. Following the excitement of the Cindy and Jay Pritzker sale, we move from one exceptional collection to another with exquisite corpus, a stunning assembly of surrealist masterpieces. These works capture the breadth, depth and daring nature of the surrealist imagination, a collection that is in every sense the stuff of dreams. Leading the sale is Frida Kahlo's groundbreaking and poignant self-portrait from 1940, El Sueño La Cama. And Kahlo is joined tonight by other pioneering women of surrealism with museum-quality works by the likes of Dorothea Tanning, Remedios Varo and Kay Sage. Alongside them, other giants of the genre, including Magritte, Dick Hirico and Salvador Dalí, star in what is among the most distinguished private collections of surrealist art ever offered at auction. And before we begin, a few announcements. Please note that all lots are sold under Sotheby's authenticity guarantee and on an as-is basis. Buyer's premium will be added to the hammer price of each lot. Applicable sales tax is due on the aggregate of the three figures as part of the total purchase price payable. Please refer to the online sale catalogue for further information regarding lots with guarantees and irrevocable bids, and consult our conditions of business for full terms. And with that, we move, of course, to lot number one, opening here with the Valentine Hugo exquisite detailed work on paper, Le Crapaud de Malador, inspired by the Côte de l'Entremont's famed literary work. Hugo is one of the foremost artists known for the surrealist exquisite corpse drawings from which the sale takes its moniker. And it's showing for you here, up front, thank you again, who's in your team, exquisite corpus, surrealist treasures from a private collection. And I'm starting here at $40,000, at $40,000, $60,000, $80,000 now, at $80,000, $170, I'll take that one first. $180 is bidding, sir, at $180, $190 with David. He's saying $200,000, madam, at $190, $200,000, thank you very much. Next bid's 20, at $200,000, $220 is bid. In the room at $220,000, give me 40. At $220, $240 is bid now, $240,000. At $240,000 there. At $240,000. On the telephone at $240,000. And selling here at $240,000. On the further telephone is Ashkan's bidder at $240,000. Against you, Andre, at $240,000. 200 and where's the bid? 260. Thank you. At 260. Charlotte's bidder at $260,000. And against you, Ashkan, at $260,000. Here with Charlotte van der Kirk at $260,000 here. On my left at $260,000. It's your bid, Charlotte, $260,000. It's against the room. And on the telephones, here it is with Charlotte. And I'm going to sell it the first lot of this evening, exquisite corpus, 260, 280. Thank you very much. 300. Thank you, sir. At $300,000. Ahead of you on this side. It's all on here. 320,000. Thank you very much indeed, Charlotte. $320,000. At 320,000. Andre, come in again at 320,000. At 320,000. 350. Where's the bid, Julian? 350,000. Next bid's going to be 380. 350,000. With Julian Dawes at 380,000. It's back with Charlotte again at 380,000. At $380,000. This exquisite drawing at 380,000. Give me four. At 380,000. 400,000. Thank you, Andre. At $400,000 now. Give me 50 for 50. At $450,000 with Charlotte now at 450,000. And against you, Gregoire, and against you, Andre, and against you, Julian, at $450,000 is bid. With Charlotte van der Kirk at $450,000. Thank you, Charlotte. It's your bid now at $450,000. Anybody else? At $450,000, $500,000 is bid. Thank you, Gregoire. $550 now. Thank you, Charlotte. Straight back again at $550,000. At $550,000. Here it is at $550,000. Greg, are we going to say 600,000? With Charlotte, 550,000. It'll be 600,000 here. Charlotte's bidder. Thank you, Charlotte. 550,000. It's your bid at 550, and against you, Sam, as well. At $550,000, I'm going to sell at 550,000. 600,000. 650. That's 650, Greg. No longer yours. It's 650,000. That's 650,000. Still with you, Charlotte, and selling this time at 650,000. Fair warning to you all. Last chance at $650,000. Thank you. It's panel number 58 at 650,000. Well, number two is the wonderful Dorothea Tanning, The Interior with Sudden Joy. Fabulous picture, very important painting from 1951, referring, of course, to her wonderful home with Max Ernst here in America. We are grateful to the Dorothea Tanning Foundation for their assistance in cataloguing this work. Really, really, really fabulous thing. And I'm going to start the bidding here at $1,400,000, $1,600,000, $1,600,000. Thank you. At $1,700,000, $1,800,000. Thank you very much. $2 million, I'm taking here, 2 million. Will you give me 2,250,000? 2,250,000 here. 2,200,000 is bid now. 2,500,000. 2,750,000 in a new place. 2,750,000. Further back here at 2,750,000. Against you, David, and against you here, Otley. At 2,750,000, give you $3 million. At 2,750,000. Further back here at 2,750. At 2,750,000. The further telephone here. Against you, David, here at $2,750,000 here for the Tannic at 2,750,000. On the further telephone here at 2,750,000. Against you, Greg, too, also at 2,750,000. Fair warning to you all now. At $2,750,000. The bid is here at 2,750,000. Fair warning to you all now at 2,750,000. It's against you, Claudia, as well at $2,750,000. It's here, and I'm going to sell it. The hammer is coming up. Fair warning now. Last chance at $2,750,000 for the Tanning. Thank you very much indeed. It's going to go at $2,750,000. Thank you very much. It's panel number 68 at $2,750,000. And the next lot is the wonderful Max Ernst, of course, the jewel-like painting. Here it is, the signed Max Ernst, dated 1940. And it's all on paper mounted on board, showing at the easel here. Executed in 1940, as I mentioned. And I'm going to start the bidding here at $700,000, $800,000, $900,000. The $900,000 here. $900,000. $1 million here. With David, actually, $1 million. $1,100,000. Against you, David, now. At $1,100,000 is Julian Dawes' bid. At $1,100,000. On my right-hand side at $1,100,000. $1,200,000. Thank you, Max. At $1,200,000. With Max Moore at a new place. Against you, Christie, as well. At $1,200,000. $1,300,000. Here it is, at $1,300,000. Multiple bidders here at $1,300,000. For the Max Ernst, $1,400,000. Thank you, Max, at $1,400,000. At $1,400,000 on this side here at $1,400,000. Not yours, Julian. It's with Max Moore at $1,400,000. $1,500,000 is bid. Give me 6, sir. At $1,500,000. At $1,600,000. It's back with you, Max, at $1,600,000. At $1,600,000. At $1,600,000. Not yours, at $1,600,000. At $1,600,000. Still with Max here, $1,600,000. And against you here for the wonderful Ernst from 1940. It's a fabulous thing at $1,600,000. Give me 7. At $1,600,000. At $1,600,000. At $1,600,000. Still here at $1,600,000. Fair warning to you, it's with Max Moore at $1,600,000. $1,700,000. Give me 8. $1,800,000. 1,800,000. 1,800,000. Try 9. At $1,800,000. Thank you, Max. It's with you at $1,800,000. The hammer's coming up. I'm going to sell it at $1,800,000. You outsell. Fair warning to you, and selling at $1,800,000. Thank you so much. Panel number 70 at $1,800,000. And we go on. Lot number 4, of course, the fabulous penny by Kay Sage, The Point of Intersection. Very, very rare object here from 1951-52. The wonderful peak period of Kay Sage's career. And I'm going to start the bidding here at $850,000, at $850,000, $900,000, $900,000, $950,000, $1 million in the room at $1 million. Thank you very much indeed, sir. $1 million, $1,100,000, at $1,100,000 is bid. At $1,200,000, will you give me 3, sir? At $1,300,000 from the gentleman ahead of you here, Barmy. At $1,300,000, give me 4, please. $1,400,000. It's in a new place. 1,500,000. At $1,500,000. And say 6, sir. $1,500,000. No. At $1,500,000. Will you give me 6, sir? At $1,500,000 on the telephone. $1,600,000 is bid. Where's the bid? $1,600,000 on the back row. Thank you so much. Another old friend at $1,600,000. Nice to see you, madam. At $1,600,000. Say 7, sir. At $1,700,000. Sorry, 1,600,000 it is. Will you give me 7? No. At $1,600,000. It's against you, Barman. It's against you here, Julia. At $1,600,000. Ladies bid at $1,600,000. Give me another one, sir. At $1,600,000. At $1,600,000. Against you, sir. Do you want to bid? At $1,600,000. There's plenty more. At $1,600,000. Fair warning. And selling right at the back. Ladies bid at $1,600,000. Thank you, madam. It's panel number 319, I think. Yes. 3119. I'm missing a 1. Thank you very much indeed. And lot number 5 is the wonderful jewel-like painting by Salvador Dalí, painted at the height of his early Surrealist period, in the very same year as masterworks like MoMA's Persistence of Memory. This fabulous object, very much inspired by Sigmund Freud, of course. Fabulous painting here, very much admired in our galleries. Jewel-like object. Here it is for you. And I'm going to start the bidding here at 1,200,000, at 1,200,000, 1,300,000, 1,400,000, at 1,400,000, 1,500,000 now, at $1,500,000. At $1,500,000 now. For the Dalí at $1,500,000. 1,600,000. Thank you, Thomas. At 1,600,000 to get us started at 1,600,000. 1,700,000. 1,700,000. Ladies bid at 1,700,000. Thank you. 1,700,000. And against you here, Thomas. At 1,700,000. So ladies bid 1,800,000. We say 9. At 1,800,000. It's against you this time. It's on the telephone at 1,800,000. You're 9. No, at 1,800,000. It's against you here at 1,800,000. Come in at 1,900,000. At 1,800,000, 1,900,000 is bid. Thank you. It's against you, Thomas, in a new place at $1,900,000. At $1,900,000. $2 million. At $2 million. At $2 million. Say 2-2. At $2 million. Thomas bidder at $2 million. Prefer 2-2. At $2 million. Still with you, Thomas. At 2 million. 2,200,000. At 2,200,000. Give me 4. At 2,200,000 with Cassandra's bidder at 2,200,000 here. 2,400,000. At 2,400,000. At 2,400,000. Still with you, Thomas, at $2,400,000. Against you, Cassandra. That's against you on this side, Scott. At $2,400,000. Do you want to come in here, sir? At 2,400,000. 2,400,000. Still with Thomas' bidder. And sell it. 2,600,000. 2,600,000. 2,600,000, Thomas, not yours, at 2,600,000. Cassandra Hatton's bidder at 2,600,000, still on the telephones further back here, 2,800,000. Thank you so much, at 2,800,000. 2,800,000. And again, it's not yours, Cassandra, 2,800,000, give me 3. 2,800,000. It's Thomas' bidder, here it is, at $2,800,000. I need 3, please. At $2.8 million. Say one more. At 2.8. $3 million. Thank you. At $3 million. For the Dalí, $3 million. 3,200,000. Give you 5. 3,200,000. 3,200,000. 3,400,000. No. At 3,400,000, Cassandra's bidder here. It's a wonderful object. It's been off the market a very, very long time, Thomas. At 3,400,000. This is it. Showing its face before it disappears again. At 3,400,000. You sure? At 3,400,000. For the Dalí, we're selling it here then at $3,400,000. Last chance. And selling Cassandra to you. Thank you. It's panel number 100 at 3,400,000. And lot number 6 is next, is the wonderful work by Victor Brano, the Maison Hantée, from 1947, August 1947. Please note that Semi-Cash has kindly confirmed the authenticity of the work. And I'm going to be starting here at $250,000, at $250,000, $300,000, $350,000 now, $350,000, $400,000 at $400,000, $450,000. Evelyn's better. Thank you, Evelyn. At $450,000 here. On my left-hand side at $450,000. $500,000. Thank you, Alex. At $500,000. Even give me $550,000. At $500,000. You out. At $500,000. Thank you anyway. $500,000. Here with Alexandra at $500,000. It's against you here also. At $500,000, $550,000 is bid online. Thank you. It's panel number 3120 at $550,000. And Louise, it's against you too at $550,000. 600,000 at $600,000. Thank you. Louise Greta, head of our Monaco establishment, at $600,000. Louise, it's your bid at $600,000. And against you online now at $600,000. Give you 50. at 600,000, 650,000. Thank you, Alexander. It's back with you at 650,000. Louise, can we say 700,000? At $650,000. 700,000. Thank you so much. At $700,000. At 700,000, give me 50, please. At 700,000, still with Louise here. It's $700,000 on the further telephone here. Louise Greta's bidder at 700,000. Thank you so much. At 700,000. Here it is. Alexander, give me 50, please. It's 700,000. At $700,000, I'm going to sell it. Louise's bidder here. It's 700,000. The hammer is coming up. We are going to sell to this wonderful collector. I know it's a great private person here. It's 700,000. I'm going to sell it, which I think most of them have been so far. It's 700,000. You want to say 50? At $700,000, I'm going to sell it here. Fair warning. At 700,000. Last chance. Fair warning. At $700,000. Thank you very much. Paddle number 14. Thank you so much. And we move on, of course, to lot number 7. We come to La Révélation du Présent, a composition that is unmistakably René Magritte, showcasing an ordinary house pierced by a monumental finger. And it's showing for you here, thank you so much, from 1936. And I'm starting the bidding here at $1,300,000, at $1,300,000, $1,400,000 now, $1,400,000, at $1,400,000, at $1,500,000 now, $1,500,000 for the Magritte, at $1,500,000. $1,600,000. Thank you, Thomas. $1,600,000. Deep bidding from our French specialist here. $1,600,000. Thomas Bompard, head of our Surrealist sales in Paris, of course. Fresh off the back of the sale in October there. Global Surrealism at Sotheby's at $1,600,000. Thank you very much, Thomas. $1,600,000. Here it is, at $1,600,000. At $1,600,000 with you, Thomas. $1,600,000. At $1,600,000. Any more? You bid. At $1,600,000. It's with tomorrow, $1,600,000, and I can sell at $1,600,000. Fair warning, and selling at $1,600,000. Thank you, Thomas. Yours. It's panel number 6. Thank you so much. And lot number 8 is next. We turn, of course, here to the iconic and enduring image of Georgia de Chirico's career. It featured in both of the seminal Surrealist exhibitions of 1936, the International Surrealist Exhibition in London, and the fantastic art Dada Surrealism at the MoMA in New York, commissioned by André Breton, the founder of the Surrealist movement himself, and later in the collection of the famed Belgian curator René Gaffay and the painter Brigitte Bart Tichenor. There is no better Surrealist provenance than this painting here, showing here on my left. And I'm going to start to sell the picture at $2,200,000, $2,300,000, at $2,300,000 at $2,300,000 for the de Chirico, $2,300,000 at $2,300,000 against you, Thomas, at $2,300,000, and on this side at $2,300,000 at $2,300,000 at $2,300,000, $2,400,000. Thank you so much, Scott. At $2,400,000, it's yours for now at $2,400,000, and selling on my right hand side at $2,400,000. Here it is. For the de Chirico at $2,400,000. Thank you, Scott. It's your bid. And selling here at $2,400,000 against you, Thomas, at $2,400,000. Against you all at $2,400,000. Against you further back at $2,400,000. At $2,400,000. You bidding, sir? $2,400,000. At $2,400,000. It's going to sell at $2,400,000. Here it is at $2,400,000. Thank you very much, Scott. It's yours, and the hammer is coming up at $2,400,000. Against you there at $2,400,000. Fair warning. And selling at $2,400,000. Thank you, Scott. Panel number 43. Thank you. Lot number 9 is next. Is the wonderful, another work here by Kay Sage, The Detour. Fabulous painting from 1956-57. Again, really from the mature period, but extremely hard to find. Very, very rare object. Fabulous thing. And I'm going to start the bidding here at $550,000, $600,000, $650,000, $700,000. Gentleman's bid here is $700,000. At $700,000. Any more? At $700,000. It's your bid, sir. At $750,000. 800 ahead of you here. At $800,000. Give me 50. At $800,000. Gentleman's bid here at $800,000. Looking for 50, please. At $800,000. Here it is in the room at $800,000. Want to give me 50, please? $850. It's here. $900,000. $950, sir. It's your bid again at $950,000. Gentleman's seated at $950,000. It's against you all here. It's the gentleman's bid at $950,000. $1 million now. Give me one. $1,100,000. Thank you, Barmy. At $1,100,000 now. In several places at $1,100,000. At $1,000,001. Say 2, please. At $1,000,001. $1,200,000. $1,300,000. At $1,300,000. At $1,300,000. Say 4. At $1,300,000. At $1,300,000. Simon, give me another one. At 1,000,003, 1,000,004, 1,000,005. 1,500,000. At 1,500,000. Say 6. At 1,500,000. Still on this side, thank you, Barmay, at 1,500,000. We'll come back to you, Simon, at 1,500,000. So on this side, are you out, sir? At 1,500,000. Fair warning now. At 1,500,000. You coming in, sir? At 1,500,000. 1,600,000 is bid online against the pair of you. 1,600,000. Sotheby's.com at 1,600,000. It's here at 1,600,000. And 20. I'm not taking that bid. I think you're in the wrong auction house. At 1,600,000. At 1,600,000. Here it is, at 1,600,000. At 1,600,000. Anyone else? At 1,600,000. Any more? Try 7. At 1,600,000. At 1,600,000. Here it is, at 1,600,000. Again, a sell. At 1,600,000 against you, Simon, and selling. Fair warning for $1,600,000. Thank you. It's with the online bidder, panel number 3086 at 1,600,000. At lot number 10 is the Yves Tanguy. A wonderful work here from 1951, of course, pretty exquisite late work ce matin, this morning. Showing on the easel here. Thank you very much indeed. And I'm starting the bidding here at 700,000, 750,000, 800,000 now, at 800,000, 850,000. Thank you. I'll take from you at 850,000. It's ahead of you online. 900,000. Sorry, I took it here at 9. Will you give me 50? 950,000? At 950,000. Gentlemen in the room here at 950,000. Against you, Julian, at 950,000. Your bid, sir, on the aisle at 950,000. Against you online as well. Next bid's going to be 1 million. At 950,000. You're bidding, sir. $1 million. Thank you so much. At $1 million. Up front at 1 million. Take one from you, sir. No, I'll take one, please. At 1 million. 1. Thank you very much indeed. At 1,000,001. You out, sir. At 1,100,000. Gentlemen seated here, 1,100,000. 1,150,000. I'll take it this time. I'll take it from you as well, sir. At 1,150,000. 1,200,000. Give me 50. At 1,200,000. 1,250,000. No, at 1,250,000. Not yours, Julian. At 1,250,000. You coming in here, Alex? At $1,250,000. No. At 1,250,000. It's here up front. At 1,250,000. Come in here, over there. At 1,200,000. 1,300,000. At 1,300,000. Give me 50, sir. 1,300,000. On the telephone here, 1,300,000. Try 50. At 1,300,000. Against you here, sir. 1,300,000. It's on the further telephone here, 1,300,000. And against you, Thomas, also $1,300,000. At 1,300,000. 1,350,000. 1,350,000. Give me 4, please. At 1,400,000 now. At 1,400,000. Against you, sir. 1,400,000. Say 50. At 1,400,000. It's back on the telephone here. 1,400,000. It's against you all. Still on the telephone and selling. Fair warning. At $1,400,000. Thank you. It's panel number 100 again. At 1,400,000. And a greatly anticipated picture here. The next one is Hans Bellmer, of course, the Maibra. Coming to the market, these very, very rare objects, of course, we saw a masterwork also in the Carpetes sale in London recently in September, this time from 1950 to 52. Madame Rodica Aldu has confirmed the authenticity of the work. And I'm starting the bidding here at 80, 90, 100,000, at $100,000, at 100,000, 110,000, 120,000 already here, 120,000, 130, 140 now, at 140, 150, thank you, at 150, 160 here at the back of the room, at 160, where is it, 170, 300, yeah, that's much better, at 300,000, 350, yep, 350 with Barmy, thank you very much indeed, at 350,000, at 350, it's Barmy's bidder at 350,000, 380 Ashcan you say? 380 with Ashcan, 400,000. Thank you, Barmy. At 400,000. Next bid's 450. At 400,000. It's Barmy's bidder here at $400,000. At $400,000. At 400,000. Give me 50. At 400,000. Still on this side at $400,000. You bidding, sir? At 400,000. Here with Barmy's bidder at 400,000. Looking for 50, please, Ashcan. At 400,000. It's not yours. At $400,000. It's against you here also. At $400,000. At 400,000. Still with you, Barmy. And against you, Ashcan, at $400,000. Anyone else at 400,000? At 400,000, last chance. No, 450 is the next bid. At 400,000, still with Barney, give me 50. At $400,000. Want to say 50, sir? At 400 and selling, fair warning, it's here, last chance, at $400,000. Thank you very much. 101. Lot number 12 is the next lot, is the Remedios Varo. Son titre, showing here at the easel from 1943. Thank you very much indeed. Please note also that Dr. Salomon Grimbo, thank you for his kind assistance in cataloguing the work for us. And I'm going to start the bidding here at 350,000, 400,000, 450,000 now, 450,000, 500,000, 550 I have already, so 600,000. It's your bid. I'm out at $600,000. Here in the room at 600,000 and selling here at $600,000 with a gentleman. Are you coming in, madam? 650, 700. Give me 750. Here at 700. Ladies pick. That's $700,000. Anybody else? $700,000. Here it is. 700,000. Give me 50. 750. Sure. That's 750,000. Ladies seated here, the fourth row, at $750,000 is your bid, madam. Thank you so much. At $750,000. And it gets you over here at $750,000. Anybody else? $750,000. It's with the lady, and I'm going to sell at 750. The hammer is up. Last chance at $750,000. 800,000. Got to be careful what you do at an auction house at 750,000. At 750. It's a lady's bid. Are you out, madam, for sure? At 750 and selling to you, madam. Thank you. 750,000. Can I see your paddle? 3128. Thank you. And now, ladies and gentlemen, to sleep perchance, to dream, we come to El Sueño, La Cama, one of Frida Kahlo's most storied, poignant and psychologically complex self-portraits, an evocative and spectral meditation on the cycle of life, death and rebirth, appearing on the auction block for the very first time in 45 years. Please note this work has been requested for major upcoming exhibitions at the Museum of Modern Art and Tate Modern in 2026, Fondation Bayerler in 2027, and at the Bunden Kunsthalle in Bonn, the Kunstmuseum in Basel, the Espoo Museum of Modern Art, Finland, and the Beaux-Arts Centre for Fine Arts through 2028. If you buy it, it may have to go for some time, but that's a lovely first-class issue here, wonderful painting. We wish to thank Professor Louis-Martin Lozano for his kind assistance in cataloguing this work, this masterpiece by Frida Kahlo, and I'm going to start the bidding at $22 million here, for the Kahlo at $22 million. Thank you, Jose. At $22 million, $24 million now. At $24 million. At $24 million here. For the Frida Kahlo at $24 million now. At $26 million. Thank you, Julian. At $26 million. It's with you at $26 million now. For the Frida Kahlo at $26 million. At $28 million. Thank you very much. At $28 million now. With Anna Destasi at $28 million. $30 million now. It's with you. At $30 million here on this side. At $30 million. And you're going to say 32, please. At $30 million. $32 million is bid now. Thank you so much. At $32 million. Here on this side again at $32 million. And against you here on this side at $32 million. At $32 million. With you, Anna Destasi here. Thank you so much. At $32 million. $34 million now. At $34 million for the Frida Kahlo. At $34 million now. At $34 million. Give me 36, please. At $36 million. Thank you so much. At $36 million now. And it's against you here. Julian, at $36 million. $38 million. Thank you very much. At $38 million now. At $38 million now. Say 40, please. At $38 million. At $38 million. Not yours, Anna. At $38 million. I'm looking for 40, please. At $38 million. Here it is. At $38 million. Say one more. $40 million is bid. Thank you so much. At $40 million now. At $40 million, still against you here. At $40 million for the self-portrait. At $40 million now. Say one more, please, Julian. At $40 million. At $40 million. Here on my left. At 40. Take 41. $41 million now. At $41 million. And it's not yours. At $41 million. $42 million. $42 million. 42. 42 million. $42 million. Still here, 42. Try 43, sir. At $42 million, with you, Anna, for the moment, at 42, thank you so much, at $42 million. Head of our Latin American team at 42 million. 43 million now, against you this time. At $43 million, try 4. At $43 million. $44 million is bid now. At 44. At 44 for this extraordinary reverie, this great, great picture. Multiple layers to it. At $44 million. Extraordinary object at $44 million. Say 5, sir. $44 million. Give me another one. $45 million. Thank you. At 45. At $45 million here. Anna, it's not yours. 46. Thank you very much indeed. $46 million. 46. 46 million. 46. And looking for 47, Julian, from you. It's here at 46 million. Don't let it go. $46 million here. This wonderful thing at 46 million. Hard to find another one here, of course. Self-portrait by Frida Kahlo at 46 million. It's here with you, Anna, for the time being at $46 million. Say another one at 46. Try one more at $46 million. I will now. 46.5 million. Thank you. 46.5. Anna. I'll extend the same courtesy to you. Next bit is 47. 47 million? 47 million. There it is at $47 million. 47 million. Julian, give me 5 again, please, sir. $47 million. It's here for the Frida Kahlo. $47 million here. A world-renowned artist, an extraordinary example here at $47 million. Wonderful female surrealist, the Mexican artist here. $47 million. Give me 50 or 500 rather. At 47 million, it's here with Anna. We're selling it here. Julian, sure? And selling it. Fair warning now, it's against you for the last time at $47 million. Anna, it's yours. Thank you very much indeed. Congratulations. Thank you. Congratulations. Well done. Have you got your number? I can't hear you. Nick, could you read the number, please? 99? And thank you so much. Anna, congratulations. Julian, thank you very much indeed for your bidding as well. Thank you so much. And lot number 14 is the Óscar Domínguez, executed in 1938, signed and dated 38. La machine à écrire ou le jeu de la logique. Here it is, ladies and gentlemen, on the aisle for you. The easel. The Óscar Domínguez collection, Tenerife, have confirmed the authenticity of the work. And I'm going to start the bidding here at 600, 700, 800, 900, at $1 million now, $1 million, at $1 million, $1,100,000. Thank you very much indeed. At $1,100,000, at $1,100,000, $1,200,000 is bid, $1,300,000. Thank you, David. At $1,300,000 now. At $1,300,000. Is that a bid, sir? $1,400,000. Thank you. It's your bid. 1.5 is bid now. 1.6 at $1,600,000. It's in the room again. Gentlemen here, $1,600,000. At $1,600,000. With you, sir, $1,600,000. At $1,600,000. At $1,600,000 here. The wonderful Domínguez painting, $1,600,000. At $1,600,000, still with you, sir, $1,600,000. $1,700,000. Say 8, sir, $1,800,000. Back in the room again at $1,800,000. Gentlemen seated at $1,800,000 now. On the 7th row, at $1,800,000. $1,800,000 is bid. $1,900,000. $2 million. Thank you very much indeed, sir. $2 million. Here with you. Say 2.2, please. $2 million. Gentlemen seated here at $2 million now. In the room at $2 million here, with you, sir. At $2 million, give me 2. At $2 million here. 2.1 I'll take. At $2,100,000, say 2, sir. 2,100,000. There it is, at $2,100,000. Yep, 2,200,000. Thank you so much. At 2,200,000. It's back with the gentleman at 2,200,000. Say 3. At 2.2. At 2,200,000. Your bid, sir, at 2,200,000. It's against you, Cassandra. It's against all the telephones here, and still with you, sir, at 2,200,000. And selling at 2,200,000. 2,300,000. At 2,300,000. 2.4. Thank you very much indeed. 2.5. Yes, 2.5 is bid. It's back in the room. The 3 of you in it at the moment at 2,500,000. Thank you, sir. At 2,500,000. In the room again at $2,500,000 for the Domínguez here. At $2,500,000. 2.6. At 2.6. You back in again, sir? 2,600,000. At 2,600,000. 2,650. Against you both on the telephone. It's in the room again at $2,650,000. At 2,650,000. It's not yours, David. At 2,650,000. 2.7. 2,750,000. Give me 8. 2,750,000. It's here in the room at $2,750,000. And I'm looking for 8 from you, please, Cassandra, at 2,750,000. 2,000,008. 2,000,008, sir. Not yours. 2,000,008 is on the further telephone here. At 2,000,008, would you like another bid, sir? At 2,800,000? 2,850,000, thank you. 2,009,000, thank you, sir. At 2,009,000. Say 3. At 2,009,000 is bid in the room at 2,900,000. Try 3 million, please, at 2,900,000. At 2,009,000, with the gentleman still in the room at 2,900,000. Next bid's going to be $3 million. Thank you. 3 million. Yes, no, sir? 3-1? Sure? $3 million. I know you can be very committed, sir. It's very, very good, sir, at this picture. At 3 million, give me one. Sure? At $3 million. That's it. Does your wife agree, sir? At 3 million? One last chance. At 3 million. Here it is. And selling at $3 million. Cassandra, with you. It's panel number 110. Thank you. And we move on. Lot number 15, of course, is the wonderful Wolfgang Paulin here, the atmospheric icy landscape, Fata, Alaska, from 1937, featuring his pioneering foonage technique. Here it is again, fabulous thing, again, extraordinarily rare to see Paulins of this quality in the market. And thank you, Dr. Andreas Neufert, for his kind assistance in cataloguing the work. And we're starting the bidding here at $250,000, $300,000 now, $300,000, at $300,000, at $300,000, at $300,000, at $300,000. You're going to go on. Anna, are you going on at $300,000? At $300,000, at $300,000. At $300,000. You're coming in here at $350,000. Thank you very much. At $350,000. It's with you at $350,000. And selling at $350,000. 350, 400,000. Thank you very much indeed. 450 is bid now at 450,000. It's back in the room again against you all at $450,000. At 450, 500,000 is bid. Give me 50, sir. At 500,000, say 50. 500,000 is on the aisle at 500,000. Against you here, it's against you, Anna, on the telephone as well at 500,000. Gentleman's bid here. Don't want you to go home empty-handed, sir. At $500,000. Still with you at $500,000. Last chance. Anna, you trying to get a line here? At 500,000, 550. Thank you. At 550,000. 600,000. Give me 50. At 600,000. Say 50. 650. Give me 7, sir. That's 650. 700,000. Thank you very much. 750. Try it, sir. 800,000. Thank you. David? Want to give me 50? At 800,000. There's a gentleman seated here at $800,000. Give me 50, though. At 800,000, you let it go now. Selling. Anna, are you out? At 800,000, gentleman seated. Fair warning. I'm very happy, sir, to hammer it to you. Last chance. It's yours. Thank you very much. 3012. Thank you so much. Congratulations. Thank you. Lot number 16 is the Amédée aux Enfants, the Nocturne Faustienne from 1929. Wonderful thing showing here on my left-hand side. And I'm going to start the bidding at $50,000, at $50,000, $60,000, $70,000 now, at $70,000. At $70,000 for the Aux Enfants, $70,000. $80,000. Thank you, Ashkan. At $80,000 with Ashkan on the right here and selling at $80,000. It's your bid, sir, at $80,000. It's still with you at $80,000, selling here at $80,000. It's Ashkan's bidder at $80,000 only and selling here at $80,000. It's your bid, Ashkan. At $80,000, fair warning now. I'm going to sell it to you, sir. Last chance and selling, fair warning, at $80,000. Thank you very much indeed. Panel 8. Thank you very much. And we move on to lot number 17 is the Salvador Dalí, La Ville, Illustration pour l'article, the American City Night and Day, the American Weekly, from 1935. Nicholas and Olivier Deschamps have kindly confirmed the authenticity of this work, and I'm starting the bidding here at 160,000, 180,000, 200,000 now, at 200,000, 220,000, 250,000. Thank you very much. 300,000 is bid. Thank you, Simon. at $300,000 now. At $300,000. It's against you, Zoe, at $300,000 here. On my left-hand side at 320. I have online already, sir. I took it online at 320. Give me 50. At 320,000. With the online bidder, with my sideline, I apologise that I missed your bid, sir. At 320, but I'll take 50 from you. At 320,000, still on the screen ahead of me here. At 320,000 against you, Simon, also at 320. And selling here at 320 against you, Zoe, further back at $320,000. 330 I'll take from you, sir. At 330,000 up front, and against you online at 330,000. Gentlemen seated at 330. At $330,000 against you online. Gentlemen seated here at 340 against you now. Try 50. 350. Up here at $350,000. And 350 is your bid, sir, and against you online again at $350,000. With a gentleman at 360. 370. It's against you both, the three of you in it. 370. It's in the room at 370. 400,000. 420. Could be 50. At 420,000. Next bit's going to be 450 online, or with you, Simon, at 420,000. Still here at 420,000. Gentlemen seated at $420,000. Your bid, sir. And selling now, 420,000. Fair warning, the hammer is up. Last chance at $420,000. Thank you, sir. 420 is yours. And lot number 18 is the wonderful René Magritte, L'idée fixée, for the surrealist early years of his surrealist oeuvre, an important work synthesizing many of the key motifs that would recur throughout Magritte's career, this time from 1928 to 29. And I want to start the bidding here at $800,000, at $850,000, $900,000, $950,000, $1 million. This is Mercedes bidder, $1 million. Thank you so much. On this side, against you, Evelyn, at $1 million. At $1 million. Next bid is going to be $1,100,000. Mercedes bidder at $1 million. Thank you so much. It's with you at $1 million on my left-hand side. And against the room at $1 million. Evelyn, you're coming in again at $1 million. At $1 million here. 1,050,000. Thank you, sir. It's here in the room at 1,050,000. Mercedes, you bidding at 1,050,000. Gentlemen seated here at 1,050,000. Still with you, sir. 1,050,000. At 1,050,000. Give me one for $1,050,000 for the Magritte. And against you, Simon, at $1,050,000. At 1,050,000. Gentlemen seated. Your bid, sir. 1,050,000. Fair warning. And selling at $1,050,000. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you. And we follow with the Delvaux from lot number 19. Here it is, the wonderful Delvaux, the composition signed Delvaux and dated 1145, the large-scale work. And I'm starting the bidding here at 1,600,000, 1,700,000 now, 1,700,000, 1,800,000. Thank you, $1,800,000 here. At 1,800,000 for the Delvaux, $1,800,000 now, 1,800,000. At 1,800,000, still here, at $1,800,000 now. For the Delvaux, $1,800,000, 1,900,000. Thank you. With Anna at 1,900,000. Help my left-hand side and against you further back at 1,900,000. At 1,900,000. Still with Alex, you all bid at $2 million now. At $2 million. Thank you so much. It's with you at $2 million on the telephone and against you, Anna, here at $2 million. Will you give me $2,200,000, please? At $2 million. On the further telephone is here. It's Alia's bidder at $2 million here. Thank you so much at $2 million. Let's say $2,200,000 here. It's $2 million against you. At $2 million. You want to go on? At $2 million now. $2,100,000 now. At $2,100,000. At $2,100,000. $2,200,000. Thank you. At $2,200,000. At $2,200,000. Here on the telephones at $2,200,000. And looking for $2,300,000, please. At $2,200,000. Thank you so much. At $2,200,000. Give me $3. At $2,200,000. At $2,200,000. Any more? At $2,200,000. $2,300,000 is bid now. At $2,300,000. At $2,300,000. $2,400,000 is bid again. Thank you, Elliot. Thank you very much. Please thank your bidder at $2,400,000. At $2,400,000. $2,500,000. $2,500,000. There it is. At $2,500,000. Need $6 from you. At $2,500,000. Is that a bit? $2,600,000. Still there, $2,600,000. Try 7. At $2,600,000. On the further telephone, it's here at $2,600,000. I need $2,700,000 from you, please. It's still at $2,600,000, $2,700,000. Thank you so much. $2,700,000. 2,700,000. $2,800,000. 2,800,000. Give me another one. At 2,800,000. At 2,800,000, still without his bidder, at 2,800,000, we're going to sell. The hammer will come up at 2,800,000, 2,900,000, 2,900,000. Give me 3. At 2,900,000, try one more. At 2,900,000. Wonderful painting, large-scale painting, very rare. At 2,900,000, say 3. At 2,900,000. And give me one more. At 2,900,000, it's here on this side, and I'm going to sell it. Fair warning. At 2,900,000, last chance, and selling at $2,900,000. Thank you very much, and congratulations at 2,900,000. Can I see your panel, please? 112. Perfect. Thank you very much. And lot number 20 is next. The next work by René Magritte, of course, this time La Représentation from 1962, the oil on canvas. Fantastic imagery here, the soccer image, and I'm going to start the bidding here at $2 million, at $2,200,000, $2,400,000, $2,600,000, $2,800,000. Thank you, Francis, at $2,800,000. Bid Francis Asquith here at $2,800,000. Your bid, Francis, thank you so much, at $2,800,000. On my left here, $2,800,000, and I can sell at $2,800,000. At $2,800,000. Do you want to come in, sir, at $2,800,000? At $2,800,000. Give me a bid at $2,800,000. At $2,800,000. On the telephone, it's Francis's bidder at $2,800,000. Against you all there and against you on this side, it's still with you, Francis, at $2,800,000. I can sell at $2,800,000. Fair warning to you. Last chance. $3 million. Thank you very much indeed. $3 million. It's in the room at $3 million. Gentlemen seated here at $3 million. And against you there, Francis, at $3 million. Gentlemen seated here in the room at $3 million, and it's against you, Francis, and against you on this side. With you, sir, and I'm going to sell it. Fair warning now. Last chance at $3 million. Thank you very much indeed, sir. It's pattern number 3062 at $3 million. And lot number 21 is the Hans Bellmer Le Bas Rayé. Thank you very much indeed. Here it is, the erotically charged work, a work of exquisite draftsmanship containing one of the most significant motifs of the artist's work. Madame Rodica Aldou has confirmed the authenticity of the work, just like the last one. And I'm going to start the bidding here at $240,000, at $260,000, at $280,000 now. $300,000. Thank you very much. 320 is in the room. It's your bid, sir, at $320,000. Next bid's going to be 50 at $320,000. It's on the aisle in the room here at $320. 350 is bid. Thank you very much. 380 will be next, sir. It's $350,000. 380 on the telephone again. 380,000. Give me 400 there, sir. At 380,000 on the further telephone at 380. Next bid's going to be 4. Give me 400,000, sir. It's 380 on the further telephone. Here it is at 380,000. 400,000 with Scott. Several bidders here at 400,000. You want to give me 20, sir? At $400,000. At 400,000. Still with you, Scott, at 400,000. It's against you at the back there. Rachel at $400,000. You want to come in again at $400,000? 420,000. 450,000. Rachel. Want to try 80? 480,000. 500,000. It's here at 500,000. Try 50. 550,000. 600,000. 650,000. 700,000. That's $700,000. Give me 50. 750. 800. At 800. At $800,000. On the phone here with Scott, and against you here, Rachel. 850. Sure, sir? 850,000. I'm going to sell it here. It's with Rachel's bidder. It's against the rest of you. $850,000. Last chance and selling It's a surreal joke. At $850,000. There we go. 850,000. Panel number 64. Thank you. Lot number 22. Another chance to acquire a wonderful Magritte. Another early work, 1928 work, Le Symbole dissimulé. Thank you so much, gentlemen. Showing here. And we'll start the bidding on this one for 800,000, 850,000, at 850,000, $900,000 now. 950,000. Thank you, Allegra. 950,000. $1 million. Thank you very much. $1,100,000 now. On this side at 1,000,001, 1,200,000. 1,300,000 is Scott's bidder. 1,300,000. It's against the three of you. At 1,300,000. Come in. 1,400,000. 1,500,000. At $1,500,000 here. 1,500,000. Give me 6, Greg. At 1,500,000. Scott's 1,600,000 is in a new place. Ladies bid at 1,600,000. Up front here. At 1,600,000. Give me 7, either of you. At $1,600,000. And against you here, Simon. At 1,600,000. 1,700,000. Thank you, Max. At 1,700,000. Try 8, madam. At 1,700,000. Say 8. At $1,700,000 here. 1,800,000. Thank you. 1,800,000. At 1,800,000. Max is not yours. At 1,800,000. So ladies bid in the room here at 1,800,000. I'm looking for 9, please, at 1,800,000. Ladies bid. And against you all on the telephones at 1,800,000. Any more? At 1,800,000. Lady in the room here. Nope. 1,800,000 here. Give me 9. 1,800,000. Here it is at 1,800,000. Say 9, please. At 1,800,000. So ladies bid at 1,800,000 and selling. Want to give me 9? At 1,900,000. At 1,900,000. Give you 2, please. At 1,900,000. Here on the telephone at $1,900,000. At 1,900,000. 1,950,000. Try 2. $2 million. Have to take 1, madam, this time at $2 million. Here it is at $2 million. Now give me 1, please. At $2 million here against you. Next bid's going to be $2,000,001. At $2 million here, it's on the telephone. At $2 million, you out. I'm going to sell it here at $2 million. Fair warning now. It's with Scott's bidder. It's against you all. It's against you, madam, on the aisle. And selling, fair warning, at $2 million. Thank you very much. It's panel number 43 at $2 million. And lot number 23 is next. Is the Jean Arp de Puppet-Borgne, sold as viewed on the screens for us, of course. Thank you very much indeed. And I'm going to start the bidding here. At $260,000, $270,000, $280,000, $290,000. At $290,000, $300,000. Thank you. $340,000. Thank you very much indeed. Thank you, Simon. At $340,000. Against you, Lisa. At $340,000. It's Simon Stock here. Mr. Sculpture at $340,000. On my right-hand side at $340,000. Still with you, sir. At $360,000. At $360,000, it's worth a show. At $360,000, still with Lisa Dennison against you. Here's Simon at $360,000 and selling it here. $360,000, fair warning, and selling at $360,000. Thank you very much. It's panel number 66. 360. Panel number 66. Thank you. Oh my goodness. And for the very last lot, we close Exquisite Corpus with the quintessential Magritte motif, Le Jockey Perdu. This wintry gouache from 1942 depicts one of the artist's most iconic motifs of the horse and rider, standing as one of the largest works on paper of its kind. Here it is, of course, from 1942, the wonderful Jockey Perdu. And I'm going to start the bidding here at $650,000, $650,000, $700,000, $750,000, $800,000. It's in the room. $850,000. I took it here first. $900,000. From you, sir, $900,000. It's in the room at $900,000. Thank you, sir. It's with you again at $900,000. $950,000 is bid against you. $1 million. Thank you, sir. $1 million is in the room at $1 million. Come back online at $1 million. The bid is right here at $1 million now. $1,100,000. At $1,100,000. With Francis Asquith at $1,100,000. $1,200,000 is bid against you now. $1,200,000. Here it is. $1,300,000. At $1,300,000. Thank you so much. At $1,300,000. Here on this side at $1,300,000. $1,400,000. It's in a new place. At $1,400,000. With Lisa Dennison at $1,400,000. Do you want to come in here at $1,400,000? At $1,400,000. It's against you. It's with Lisa at $1,400,000. At $1,400,000. Sir, against you, $1,500,000 is bid now. At $1,500,000. It's back on the online bidding at $1,500,000. Lisa, not yours at $1,500,000. $1,550,000. This is the last lot at $1,550,000. It's with you, 1,550,000 against you here, and it's against you online. I would remind you there is another Jockey Purdue in the Buckspam collection a little later this evening if you'd like to stay focused. Any of the other bidders who didn't bid on this one, you're going to get your chance there, that wonderful painting at 1,550,000. It's here and selling. The last lot of the exquisite corpus sale, of course, there will be 1,600,000. Thank you. It's in a new place. There will be the opportunity to acquire works from the same provenance in the day sale tomorrow, 1,600,000 in the room against you, Lisa, at 1,600,000. And I'm going to sell it at 1,600,000. Gentlemen seated here. Fair warning, Lisa. Are we out? That's out. And selling to you, sir, at $1,600,000. Sold. Thank you very much indeed, sir. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. It's incredibly kind of you. Thank you very much indeed. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, before we hand over, we are thrilled to announce, of course, that tonight's price for Frida Kahlo here was an auction record for Frida Kahlo at any Latin American work of art, at any... Hold on. And also any work by a female artist as well. So thrilled to announce that. Ladies and gentlemen, that does conclude the second of tonight's evening sales. I will now hand over to my esteemed colleague, Helena Newman, who's going to take to the rostrum for our modern auction. We're going to have, again, a very quick turnaround. I wish you a very good evening. Thank you so much.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and a very warm welcome back to Sotheby's here at the Breuer Building. My name is Helena Newman, and I'm thrilled to be your auctioneer for the last of tonight's sales, the Modern Evening Auction. This week has already been defined by outstanding private collections, those of Leonard A. Lauder on Tuesday, and the Cindy and Jay Pritzker collection, followed by Surrealist Treasures in Exquisite Corpus earlier this evening. Building on this excitement, we're privileged to offer works from the Matthew and Carolyn Buxbaum collection, renowned for a commitment to philanthropy that helps shape cultural and civic life in Chicago and beyond. We are likewise delighted to offer tonight works from the collection of Jerry Brauman, a patron who devoted her life to enriching the lives of others and whose generosity continues to shape Los Angeles through many institutions that bear her name. Highlights of the Brauman collection include an expressive late Picasso and Morris Lewis's Polaris from his celebrated Stripes series. Finally, we're pleased to offer a selection of works from the Sam and Marilyn Fox collection, a sublime Monet from the Schlumberger collection, showing here on the right, and 3 works sold to benefit future acquisitions at the Phillips collection in Washington, D.C., among them Georgia O'Keeffe's beautifully radiant painting of crimson leaves, a perfect emblem for the autumn season. Before we begin, please note a few announcements. Please note, as you know, that everything is sold under the authenticity guarantee and on an as-is basis. Buyer's premium will be added to the hammer price of each lot, and applicable sales tax will be due on the aggregate as part of the total purchase price. Please refer to the online sale catalogue for information regarding guarantees and irrevocable bids, and to our conditions of business for full terms of sale. And with that, we will open with our first lot from the Matthew and Carolyn Buxbaum collection, a couple who built their collection with an unwavering commitment to scholarship, discerning eye, and a profound passion for 20th century modernism in both art and design. And here it is, lot 101. We begin with Juan Miro's intimately scaled personnage au oiseau devant le soleil. You may want even to raise it up so everyone can see it at the back of the sale room. The fabulous gem of the Miro here, showing here on my left, and we will start the bidding here at $300,000. At $300,000, start this lot at $300,000, $320,000 now at $320,000, $350,000 with Wendy at $350,000 here at $350,000, at $350,000, $380,000 in the far back of the room. Thank you very much. At $380,000, who will give me $400,000? At $380,000, $400,000 with Wendy, thank you, at $400,000. Wendy's bid at $400,000, $420,000 now. At $420,000, Wendy, I'm looking for $450,000. At $420,000 now. At $420,000, $450,000 with Wendy, and who's coming in here in the room? At $450,000 for the Miro. At $450,000, it's still with Wendy, not yours further back. At $450,000, $480,000 now with Bame, new bidder, thank you. $500,000, Simon Shaw, thank you very much, at $500,000. Next is $550,000. At $550,000 with Bami, at $550,000 here. Bami's bid, give me $600,000. At $550,000 with Bami. Not yours in the room, at $550,000. $600,000, Lulu, at $600,000 with Lulu. $650,000 with Bami. $650,000, Simon. You're coming back in at $650,000. Lulu, give me $700,000. At $700,000 I have already from Simon. Next is $750,000. At $700,000 with Simon. $750,000. Thank you, Bame. At $750,000. Try $800,000 at $750,000. Bame's bid still. Lulu, at $750,000. Simon, $800,000 it is. At $800,000 with Simon Shaw, at $850,000, at $850,000. Bame's bid, $850,000 is not yours there, at $850,000. Try $900,000, $850,000. Simon, Lulu, hammers up at $850,000. Are you all done? $900,000. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you. $900,000. Gentleman's bid in the room. Thank you. $950,000. Will you say $1 million? $1 million I have. Thank you for your quick response. At $1 million already for this beautiful oil on burlap by Miro. 1.1 we have now. 1.2 it is now. Exquisite work. $1.2 million Absolute gem, 1.3. 1.4, thank you. 1,000,004. 1,400,000 in the room here at the Breuer. 1.5. 1,500,000. 1.6, thank you. 1,600,000. Here at Sotheby's on Madison Avenue, we have $1.6 million. Bami, what do you say? $1,600,000. 1,650,000. 1.7. 1,700,000. And 1,700,000 still in the room. Try one more. 1.8. $1,800,000. And 50 it is. $1,850,000. Not one to let go easily. Little gorgeous gem. $1,850,000, Bami. 1,850,000. Still here in the room. Thank you for your patience, sir. 1.9. Yes? You sure? Thank you for your bids, though. At $1,900,000, then I'm selling it on the phone. Not yours, sir, and indeed anyone else here in the room or online at $1,900,000. Sold, Bami, congratulations. And your number is 13. Congratulations to your bidder. Thank you both. Which brings us straight on to lot 102. Also from the Buxbaum collection, this is a wonderful work by Paul Klee titled Kopf, and we will start here at $220,000 here. 220,000, 250, thank you, Ollie, at 250,000. Straight back in there on the phone, thank you for your bid. 250,000 we have here, at 250,000 here. At 250,000 on my right, 260,000 now. At 260,000, 280. With Benjamin, 280,000. Yes, your bid now at $280,000. 290. Ollie Barker, 290,000. And not yours. Will you say 300? At 290,000, 300 I have. Anyone coming in here in the room at $300,000 now? 300,000. Want to try 310? 310,000. Try one more at $310,000. Benjamin at $310,000 with Ollie Barker at 310. 3, even better. Thank you very much. 350,000 is much quicker. We'll get to dinner earlier at 350,000 with Benjamin 360. 360,000. You could say 400 at $360,000 with Ollie Barker at 380. It's more even, and now 400 at $380,000. Yes, 400 it is at 400,000 now. At 400,000 with Ollie Barker. 420. 420,000. Benjamin Mayer. $420,000. All here on my right. All the phone bids here for the clay at 420. 440. Thank you, Ollie. At $440,000 here. My right, 440, 460, 460,000. This wonderful clay with primed gesso, 480 now, 480,000. Next is 500, 480,000 with Ollie. Try 500. 500,000 Thank you, Benjamin. At $500,000. Your bid now. $500,000. 520. Thank you very much. $520,000. We'll try one more for 540,000. There it is. $540,000 with Benjamin. 540. Ollie, what do you say here? Give us one more at 540,000. 560,000. For this gorgeous gem by Paul Klee at $560,000, 580,000 now. 580 with Benjamin at $580,000. $600,000 we have. We're getting there eventually. Might speed up those increments of $600,000 and get to our dinner at $600,000. 620 at 620 now. 620,000, a big battle here. Two collectors who know their Paul Klee at $620,000. With Benjamin, and lots of talking here. You sure? Thank you anyway. And selling, all done, fair warning, at $620,000. Congratulations to your bidder, thank you. That's lot 70, number 74, 620,000. Sold. Now we come to lot 103, which is René Magritte's Oil of Le Jockey Perdu, showing here above the phone banks here. This is a wonderful painting from 1942, absolutely the height of Magritte's technical mastery, and one of only two versions of this legendary recurring motif, one he considered his first true surrealist subject. And we will start here at $7,800,000 already, at $7,800,000. $8 million, thank you, sir, at $8 million, at $8 million, up front at $8 million here, at $8 million. At $8 million, I have up front here at $8 million, at $8 million, at $8 million up front here, on my left at $8 million, at $8,200,000 now, at $8,200,000 now, at $8,200,000, will you say 8.5? At $8,500,000 on my left, at $8,500,000 I have on my left, at $8,500,000, an early advance. 8.8, thank you, sir. 9 million, thank you. 9.2, thank you. 9.5, 9.6, 9.8, $10 million. Will you say 10.2? 10.2. Sir, I have 10.2 against you. Would you like to say 10.5? At $10,200,000. Gentleman's bit nearer me up front at $10,200,000. Are you coming in, Ollie? At $10,200,000. Sir, I can see you. Would you like to come back in at $10,200,000 for the splendid oil on canvas of Le Jockey Perdu? Are you in, out, thinking about it? Out. Thank you for your bids. And I will sell it then, if we're all done, fair warning, at $10,200,000. Congratulations. Thank you, sir. That was number 3104, I believe. Was it 3104? Thank you very much. Sold at $10,200,000. Which brings us to lot 104, which is the Juan Miró Femme, Oiseau, Étoile, executed in 1942, also from the Buxbaum collection, created, of course, in the immediate aftermath of Miró's constellations, and we will start at $850,000 to start the slot, at $850,000, $900,000, at $900,000 now, at $900,000, at $900,000 here, $950,000, at $950,000 now, at $950,000 here, at $950,000 here, at $950,000. You coming in? At $950,000 here now, at $950,000 for this beautiful large-scale work on paperboard by Miró, fabulous work from the early 1940s from the Buxbaum collection. And showing here up front on the easel, Simon, I'm at $950,000. Would you like to bid? $950,000 I have here. $950,000 in any advance here. $950,000, are you all done? Lots of chit-chat. I just need that bid, and then we can... There it is, $1 million with Simon Shaw. At $1 million on my left, Simon's bid at $1 million, and I shall sell it, unless there's any advance, at $1 million. Sold. Congratulations, Simon. Thank you very much. And congratulations to your bidder. Do you have your number to hand? and that's 42. And now we move on to lot 105, which is this wonderful work by Jean Dubuffet, showing here in the sale room this jubilant piece, Restaurant Rougeau de, which transports the viewer, you could say, to mid-century Paris, an exceptional and rare example from Dubuffet's acclaimed Circus series. And to start this lot, we have $4.8 million to start this, $4,800,000 to start here. At $4,800,000, $5 million. At $5 million here, $5 million. At $5 million here. At $5 million here. $5,500,000 on my left. Saint Valette at $5,500,000. 5.8, yeah? No? What would you like to bid? 5.6, thank you. Thank you, sir. 5,600,000. And Sam, what do you say? At 5,600,000. 6 million I have on the telephone at $6 million now. At $6 million, still with Sam, at $6 million. So would you like to come back in? At $6 million. Saint Valette's phone at $6 million. Any advance here in the room for this very, very rare Dubuffet's Restaurant Rougeau at $6 million, a masterpiece. At $6 million, it's Sam's bid. Sir, would you like to bid one more? At $6 million, we have, with Sam, $6,100,000 up front. At $6,100,000 now. $6,100,000 up front here. Sam, try one more. At $6,100,000, and I will sell it in the sale room, not yours. Selling, fair warning, at $6,100,000. Sold. Thank you, sir. 6.1. Lot 106 is the Salvador Dalí, Personnage au tiroir, executed circa 1934 to 38. Striking work which is being shown on the screens, the large-scale oil on canvas with ink. And we will start here at $450,000 here, at $450,000 here. At $450,000, $480,000 now, $480,000, $500,000 there at $500,000, $550,000 with Julian at $550,000 here, at $550,000. It's Julian Dawes' bid now for Dalí, of course. The $550,000, Julian's bid at $550,000. Any advance? You coming back in? I have Julian's bid at $550,000. 580, give me 600. 580,000 now on my left. 580,000, try 600. 600 we have now. $600,000. $600,000. Still with Julian. $600,000. Try one more. Anyone else coming in? At $600,000 for the large-scale Dalí from the 30s. $600,000. It's not yours. Try one more. That's $600,000. $650,000. $650,000. Julian. Yes, 680. 700 is much better. Thank you so much. It's $700,000 now. With Julian, $700,000. Try one more. $700,000 for the large-scale Dalí from the Buxbaum collection. Wonderful piece here. That's $700,000. Coming back in. 720. $720,000. $720,000. You sure? Thank you to your client for their bids, and we will sell it then, unless there's any advance, at $720,000. Thank you very much. That's number 60. Sold. Lot 107 is withdrawn, so we move straight on to lot 108, which is the Jean Arp, the Ptolémée, number 3, conceived in 1961 and cast in 1969. It's a monumental sculpture. You saw it, of course, resplendent in the lobby of the Breuer. You can't have missed it. One of only 3 casts of the subject, and the only one to remain in private hands. Please note that this lot will be available for collection from done right following the auction, and the successful purchaser will be responsible for collection, shipping and release fees. So here we are. This is lot 108, the Jean up, and we will start here at $2 million, at 2 million, 2,200,000, at 2,200,000, 2,500,000 now, at 2,500,000, $2,800,000, at 2,800,000, at $3 million with Sam Valette, at $3 million, we did 3,200,000, at 3,200,000, 3,500,000. 3,400,000 at 3,400,000. Thank you, Sam. At 3,400,000. Give me 3,600,000 at 3,400,000 for the monument. 3,600,000 it is. The monumental up at $3,600,000. Ladies' bid at $3,600,000. At 3,800,000, new bidder with Simon Stock. $4 million with Sam Valette, madam. At $4 million against you, Simon, and in the room at $4 million now, and any advance at $4 million. Can you try 4-2 at $4 million, or Simon? I'm looking for 4-2, ideally, at $4 million. 4-2 I have here at $4,200,000. At $4,200,000. Am I right now? Thank you anyway. But $4,200,000. Sam, what do you say? You sure? $4,200,000. I have Simon Stock's bid now for the monumental ARP. The only one in private hands that I'm selling at $4,200,000. Sold. Thank you very much. Congratulations, your bidder. It's number 96, $4,200,000. Now we come to lot 109 from a prestigious collection. This is the Maxence Les Asperges de la Lune, conceived in 1935, the sculpture which is a painted bronze, and you can see it on the screens. Thank you very much. One of only two painted white to emulate the original plaster, the other held in the collection of the Museum of Modern Art. And we will start here at $1,200,000, $1,400,000, $1,600,000, $1,600,000, $1,800,000 now. $1,800,000. I take here already $2 million with Scott, at $2 million with 2-1 with Greg, at 2-1 with Greg. And in the room, sorry, it was all happening at the same time. Are you coming back in at $2,100,000? $2,200,000, new bidder in the room. 2-3, thank you, at $2,300,000 now. And any more bidders in the room at $2,300,000. At $2,300,000. $2,400,000, thank you very much, madam, at $2,400,000 now. At $2,400,000. It's the ladies' bid at $2,400,000. It's not your Scott, or indeed further back on my right here, $2,400,000 for this rare Maxence 2.6. Thank you. 2.5. That's good too. $2,500,000 with Greg at $2,500,000. 2.6. $2,600,000. It's now the ladies' bid, sir. It's not yours, Greg. Thank you very much. Even so, at $2,600,000. And selling then, are we all done? Fair warning, at $2,600,000. Sold, madam. Thank you. 3114. Congratulations. 2.6. Lot 110 is the Wilfredo Lam, $1, and this is from 1944. And it was shown, actually it's shown right at the back of the ceremony, in the cocktail gallery, as we call it, if you would like to go and have another look at this resplendent piece from the important North American collection. And please note there's updated provenance for this work available online. We will start here at $5,200,000 here, $5,200,000, $5,500,000, $5,500,000 with George at $5,500,000, $5,800,000. $6 million. At $6 million. George is bid at $6 million here. At $6 million here for the Lamb. At $6 million here. On my right at the far back. At $6 million. And any advance here? Otherwise I can sell it at $6 million. Are you coming in, Anna? At $6 million I have at the far back. Would you like to bid on this rare piece by Lamb? We have $6 million already, and the hammer is up. Looking for one more bid, otherwise I will have to hurry you. Anna, I have $6 million. I can sell it. That's $6 million. You're all done. You sure? At $6 million. And selling then, thank you, at $6 million. Sold, thank you so much, and that's 114. That's $6 million. And now we move to lot 111 from a distinguished European collection. Is this wonderful early work by Léger, the Paysage Animé. In fact, the sister painting to this work is in the Philadelphia Art Museum, and this is coming from a European collection, and we will start the bidding here at $1,600,000. $1,600,000, $1,700,000, at $1,700,000 now, $1,800,000 now, at $1,800,000, at $1,800,000, $2 million, at $2 million on my right, at $2 million with Ben at $2 million. At $2 million, I have Ben's bid at $2 million already, at $2 million. And I need $2 million one I can take at $2,100,000 with Greg. 2.2 already now, at $2,200,000. At $2,200,000, try one more. 2.3, thank you. At $2,000,003. Against you, Ben. 2,000,004. 2,400,000. 2,400,000, 2.5 with Greg. 2,500,000 for this beautiful early Léger. Ben, you like Léger? At 2,500,000, 2,600,000. At 2,600,000 with Ben. 2.7 now. 2.8. 2,800,000. Thank you anyway. I have Ben's bid at $2,800,000 for this early Léger. I will sell it at $2,800,000. Sold. That's number 57. Thank you, Ben. Which brings us to lot 112, which is this wonderful work by Georges Seurat, Clune et Pony of 1883 to 84. An outstanding work. Sold to benefit, of course, the Phillips collection and future acquisitions. This work is one of only 3 drawings selected by Seurat to accompany his masterpiece, La Grande Jatte, in 1886 at the final Impressionist exhibition, and it has been held in the Phillips collection since 1939. Here it is, ladies and gentlemen, beautiful Seurat, lot 112, and we will start here at $2,200,000 here, at $2,200,000, $2,400,000, $2,600,000, $2,800,000. I have already $3 million with Charlotte van der Kerk, at $3 million here for the Seurat, at $3 million on my left, at $3 million here on my left, at $3 million. Now, at $3 million, it's Charlotte's bid, at $3 million, and any advance here in the room for this $3,200,000. Thank you, sir. I see you there. At $3,200,000. Gentleman's bid. At 3.35 with Charlotte. At $3,500,000. Try one more. $3,500,000. Charlotte's bid. At $3,500,000. 3.8. Thank you, sir. At $3,800,000. $4 million. Sir? Try one more. I have $4 million. Incredibly rare piece, not going to come again. Are you sure? Is that a no or yes? I have Charlotte's bid, it's not yours, sir, and I'm selling at $4 million. Would you like to try one more? At $4 million, you all done for one. Thank you. At $4,100,000. 4.2. It's still climbing. Not one to let go. $4,200,000. This beautiful Seurat. Want to try one more? Thank you anyway, and I will sell it then, if you're sure you're done, at $4,200,000. Sold. Thank you, Charlotte. That's number 11. Lot 113 is the second work from the Phillips collection, sold to benefit future acquisitions. This Georgia O'Keeffe Showing here above Ollie and Ben here on the wall here, the painting has been in the Phillips collection for more than 80 years. This wonderful large dark red leaves on white. And for this, we will start at $5 million here, at $5 million, $5,200,000, at $5,500,000 here, $5,500,000, $5,800,000, David Schrader, $5,800,000 here, $5,800,000, $6 million, $6,200,000 with David at $6,200,000. It's David's bid at $6,200,000. At $6,200,000, you're coming back in? No, I have 6.4, yes, 6.4 with David Gulprin, yes, $6,400,000. $6,400,000, David Gulprin's bid at $6,400,000. It's not yours. No, but thank you. At $6,400,000 for the O'Keefe, at $6,400,000. Any advance in the room here at $6,400,000. Sold, thank you, David, 31 for $6.4 million. And now lot 114 is the beautiful Alexander Calder, the L'Américain, which was showing so exquisitely in the galleries from 1965. This is one of his mature standing mobiles, combining rigorous engineering and kinetic explorations. You can see it here on the easel. And we will start here at $950,000 here, at $950, $1 million, at $1 million, at $1 million for the Calder, $1 million, $1,100,000, $1,200,000, Jackie Wachter, $1,200,000, at $1,200,000 here for the Calder, at $1,200,000, and any advance here on my right, at $1 million, can you try and get three? At $1,200,000, I can see Ashcan maybe making that bid. At $1,200,000, at $1,200,000. David, try once more. At $1,200,000, who will give me 1.3? Between the three of you, come on. At $1,200,000, there it is, Simon Stock. At $1,300,000. At $1,300,000, Simon Stock, Ashcan. At $1,300,000, Jackie, would you like to try 1.4? At $1,300,000. Simon Stock's bid for the beautiful Calder Staybal at $1,300,000. Simon, on my right. Jackie, at $1,300,000. I have here on my right, and I can sell it. Hammers up. Fair warning. Or you at 1.3. Sold. Thank you, Simon. That's 96. 1.3. And now we come to lot 115, another work from the Jerry Brauman collection, which is the Mark Rothko showing here. Thank you for bringing it out on the easel, a wonderful work on a paper laid down on canvas from 1967. And we start here at $2,200,000, at $2,200,000 to start this lot. At $2,200,000, $2,400,000. At $2,400,000, $2,600,000 now. At $2,600,000 here. At $2,600,000. At $2,600,000. $2,800,000 with Courtney. Thank you. $2,800,000. On my right now for the Rothko. At $2,800,000, Courtney's bid. At $2,800,000, and I can sell it at $2.8 million only, unless there's any advance here in the room, at $2,800,000. Sold. Thank you, Courtney. That's 53. Thank you. And now, lot 116 is being brought out to you here on the easel is, of course, Alberto Giacometti's Buste de Diego, strikingly expressive work from the 1950s, of course, of Diego, and this is from the Jerry Brauman collection, and we start to this lot at $1,600,000 here, $1,600,000, $1,600,000, $1,700,000, Nick Damel, $1,800,000, $1,900,000, yeah? $2 million, I take $2 million here, at $2 million here already up front, at $2 million with Mercedes, at $2 million, and Nick, what do you say? At $2 million, have Mercedes' bid at $2 million for the Giacometti, and advance here in the room at only $2 million, and I can 2-1 with Nick. 2,100,000, Nick's bid. Nick Dymel at 2,100,000. 2,200,000. Thank you, Mercedes. You calculating? 2,100,000. 2-2. 2-2 with Mercedes, but will you say 2-3? I have 2-2 with Mercedes. I can sell it at 2,250,000 is the best you can do. Your last bid, maybe, at 2,250,000. At $2,250,000. Nick's bid at 2,250,000. You sure? And anyone here on this side for the Giacometti, then I will sell it, Nick Dymel, at 2,250,000. Sold, thank you, congratulations, it's number 86. And now, lot 117 is the Picasso from the Jerry Brahman collection, Hommes et Femmes, Tête. And we will start here at 1,400,000 and 1,400,000 here. At 1,400,000 to start this lot. 1,400,000. 1,500,000. Thank you very much, sir. 1,500,000. 1,800,000 already. 1,800,000. 1,900,000. Who said 1,900,000? 1,900,000. Thank you, sir. 1,900,000. 1,900,000. You're coming back in at 1,900,000 already for the Picasso. 1,900,000. Are you coming back in? At 1,900,000 I have for the Picasso. At 1,900,000, $2 million. Thank you very much. $2 million now. Here at 2 million. At $2 million. Are you bidding up front? At $2 million here I have here on my right. Ladies bid $2 million. Not sure it's further back or in front. How much? Well, I'd rather, David, you're going to do this all night, I can see. Can you try and get at least 100? I have $2 million. We've had a very, very extensive week, I would say, and $2 million. Try and get 100. I have ladies bid here at $2 million. Someone else bring me 2.1 for this Picasso at 2 million. There it is, 2,100,000. Now I took already from David at 2,000,001. Sir, will you give me one more? 2,100,000. At 2,100,000. Try one more. $2,100,000. 2,200,000. 2,200,000. Up, sir. At 2,200,000. I have ladies bid in the room. It's not yours, David. It's not yours up front, sir, if you'd like to come back in. Otherwise, I shall sell it at only 2,200,000 for this large-scale Picasso from the Brahman collection. Fair warning. Oh, goodness. I can see this is going to be a long night. At 2,200,000. At 2,200,000, try to get another 100. At 2,200,000, yeah? Well, I have two people who want to give 50. This is an auction. Somebody should give 100,000. Otherwise, I have upfront a request at 50. And here, at 2 million. Oh, no. 2,200,000. Now, you've really put me in a problem here. At 2,200,000, somebody has to say 2.3. At 2,200,000, go on. David, you can do it. I know you can. You've got clients who are going to do it. At 2,200,000. I'll take 75. Come on. Come on. At 2,200,000. Sir.
60.
At 2,060,000 is higher than David Schroeder's bid. And would you like to say 2.3? 275. Will you say 2.3? And then be. Thank you. At 2,300,000, would you like to bid more, or can I bring the hammer up at a nice round number at 2,300,000 and sell the Picasso? Thank you. Sold. 3068. Thank you, madam. Goodness. Lot 118 is the Henry Moore from the Jerry Brownman collection. This is the working model reclining figure showing to you on the screen from 1978 and cast an edition of 9+1 artist proof. And we will start here at 1,500,000, 1,500,000, 1,600,000, 1,600,000, 1,700,000 now, at $1,700,000, at $1,700,000 here, at $1,700,000. 1,700,000 I have already for the Henry Moore at 1,700,000. 1.5. Okay. Well, we can go back and go back to 1.5. I misheard you. 1,500,000 with Bammy at 1,500,000 with Bammy's bid on the Moore at 1,500,000 with Bammy at 1,500,000, and I can sell it at 1.5 million. Bammy's bid for the Henry Moore, unless anyone else is coming in, at 1.5 million. Or would you like to bid, Lily? You sure? I will sell it then. Fair warning, unless you're connecting now on the phone. Are you on the line? No? At 1.5 million. Sold. There it is. 118. 1.5 million with Bammy. Lot 119 is the Lipchitz Beigneurs Assis, conceived in 1916, the Cubist sculpture showing on the screens. And we will start here at 200,000, at 200,000, at 200,000, 220,000, 240,000, 250,000, 270,000, at 270,000, gentleman's bid, at $270,000 there, at $270,000 in any advance, at 270, 300, thank you, madam, at 300,000 here, up front, ladies bid at 300,000, will you say 320? At $300,000, ladies bid at 300,000, thank you anyway, sir. If you are sure there, I have the ladies bid at 300,000, I can sell it at $300,000. Sold, thank you very much, 3114. And lot 120 is, of course, the Morris Louis Polaris, executed in 1962. You saw it when you came in this evening in the cocktail gallery, and here it is on the screens from the Jerry Brownman collection. And $1 million I have to start here. $1 million, one with Julian at 1,100,000, 1,200,000, 1.3 I have with Julian already, 1,300,000, at 1,300,000 now, at 1,300,000 now, at 1,300,000, 1,300,000, a 1.4 online, a 1,400,000 online, 1.5 I took ahead of you, sorry, with Lisa Dennison at 1,500,000 with Lisa's bid at 1,500,000. 1,500,000, Lisa's bid, at 1,516 online, at 1,600,000 online, at 1,600,000. Thank you to the bidder online, 1,600,000. Courtney, would you like to try again? At 1,600,000, and Lisa at 1,600,000 I have online. It's not your bid. If you'd like to try one more, or indeed all of the several bidders here on my right, you're all done. At 1,600,000 online, Courtney, do you want to try one more? And selling them at $1.6 million. Sold, congratulations to the bidder online, and that is number 108 is the paddle. Lot 121 is the Hans Hofmann being brought out to you here on the easel. Thank you so much. It's called String Quartet from 1960, this fabulous work from the Jerry Brownman collection, and we start here at $900,000 here, 900,000, 950,000, and $950,000 now, 950,000, at $1 million now, at $1 million here, at $1 million, 1,100,000 now, 1,100,000, at $1,100,000 now, at $1,100,000 already, at $1,100,000 for the Hans Hofmann, at $1,100,000, $1,200,000 with Max Moore at $1,200,000, for the Hans Hoffmann. Max is bid at $1,200,000. Any advance here? At $1.2 million. I can sell it at $1,200,000. All done and selling, thank you, at $1.2 million. Sold. That's number 35 at $1.2 million. Lot 122 is the Adolf Gottlieb elegy, executed in 1961. That was also shown to you in the cocktail gallery as you entered this evening from the Jerry Brauman collection. And we will start here at only $600,000 to start the lot. At $600,000 here, at $600,000, $650,000, at $650,000, $700,000 now, at $700,000 here, at $700,000 here, at $700,000 here, $750,000. Well, I actually took. Are you bidding $1 million? That's even better. Thank you. Thank you very much, Courtney. $1 million, madam. Would you like to bid again? It jumped to $1 million. Can I say 1-1? Thank you. At 1.1 million. 1.1 million. 1,200,000. $1,250,000. $1,250,000. You sure? 1,250,000. I'll try 1-3. 1,250,000 for the Gottlieb. Ladies bid 1-3 now. 1,350,000. 1,350,000. Thank you anyway. And any further advance in the room at 1,350,000. Courtney, you coming back in? 1,350,000. You sure? I'm selling in the room. I have the bid. Unless you want to come in and selling at 1,350,000. Thank you very much. That is 3093 sold at 1,350,000. Thank you, madam. And now lot 123 is the Andrew Garfield Dove, the Rose and Locust Stump. This is the third work in this evening's sale from the Phillips collection, sold to benefit future acquisitions. And we start here at $480,000, $500,000, at $500,000 here, $500,000, $550,000, at $550,000, $600,000 with Stephanie at $600,000. At the far back of the phone bank, Stephanie at $600,000 here for the Dove, at $600,000 here, and any advance at $600,000. Any advance here, $600,000 for the Arthur Dove. I can sell it at $600,000 only. Unless there's any further advance in selling from the Phillips collection, the Arthur Dove at $600,000. Sold. Thank you, 113. Lot 124 is the Andrew Wyeth, East Walborough, executed in 1945, this powerful and atmospheric landscape from Maine, of course, this wonderful expressive tempera on panel from 1945, showing here on the easel. And we will start here at $2 million here, $2 million starts bid at $2 million, $2,200,000, $2,400,000, at $2,400,000, $2,600,000 now, at $2,600,000, $2,800,000. Francis Asquith at $2,800,000. No, I have $2,800,000 here already. Next is 3. Well, can you bid 3 million? The next bid is 3 after 2,800,000. At 2,800,000, I have with Francis at $2,800,000 on my left. At 2,800,000. No, I would like at least 100, please. At these increments, it's meant to be 200, actually. At 2,800,000, I have a bidder here who's bidding 2,800,000. Give me 900. Thank you very much, madam. Much appreciated. Thank you so much. At $2,900,000. Try 3, Francis. Thank you anyway. And then I will sell it. Ladies bid, unless there's any further advance, on the wire, the beautiful tempera at $2,900,000. So, thank you, madam. And that, the number, did you get the number? 38075. $2,900,000. Much appreciated. Thank you and congratulations. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we come to the Monet, Vue de Rouen depuis la Côte Sainte-Catherine. Is showing here on above the phone banks. This is a wonderful painting from the Schlumberger collection. It's been held in that esteemed collection for over 60 years, and the only other panoramic view of Rouen from this period by Monet is in the Musée des Beaux-Arts in Rouen itself. It's a wonderful, rare opportunity, and we'll start the bidding here at 2,400,000, at 2,400,000, at 2,500,000 here, 2,500,000 here, at $2,500,000 here, at $2,600,000. Who will give me 8? At $2,600,000. I'm looking for 2,800,000. At $2,600,000 here. On my right. Next is 2,800,000 actually, because $2,600,000. 2,800,000 I have with Francis. Next is 3. At $2,800,000 here. At $2,800,000. 3 million with Allegra Bettini at $3 million. And who will say 3,200,000. Thank you, madam. At 3,200,000. Next is 5. At 3,200,000. 3,500,000 I have with Allegra. At 3,500,000. Jen, would you like to come back in? At 3 million. Next is 8 actually. The increments 3,800,000. Thank you so much. At 3,800,000. At 3,800,000. I'm looking for 4 million. 4 million I have already at $4 million now with Allegra. At $4 million for the money. 4,200,000, 4,500,000 with Julian, right in there at 4,500,000. Who will say 4,800,000 at $4,500,000 here, at 4,500,000 I have already. Next is 4,800,000 at 4,500,000, 4,800,000 with Genoa. Thank you. $5 million. Thank you, madam. $5 million. And who will say 5,500,000 at $5 million? For the Schlumberger Monet at $5 million, at $5 million, at $5 million is the ladies' bid. Give me 5,500, Jen. At $5 million is the ladies' bid up front at $5 million. And anyone else coming in for this wonderful rare work at $5 million, Jen. At $5 million, and here, and any advance, Allegra, at $5 million, then it's the ladies' bid. In the room, Max, are you coming in? You look like you're hovering and about to at $5 million. $5,250,000 with Scott Michel. New bid. $5,300,000. Ladies' bid. $5,300,000. $5,300,000. Would you say 5,500? At $5,300,000. It's a ladies' bid still. In the room, here, on Madison Avenue at the room, 5,500. Thank you, Scott. 5,500. 5,400. 5,500. There it is. At 5,500. 5,500,000. Ladies' bid still at $5,500,000. Scott, it's not yours. At $5,500,000. Any of you coming in there on the phones on my left at $5,500,000? I have with the ladies' bid. Scott, want to try one more? $5,500,000. $5,600,000 with Jen. Thank you. Will you say 5,700? 5,700. $5,700,000 is still in the room here at Sotheby's in New York. 5,800. Scott, you could round it up to 6 at 5,800. Madam, 6 million it is now. $6 million here, up front, in the sale room at $6 million for the Rouen Monet from the Schlumberger collection at $6 million. Jen, try one more. This beautiful Monet at $6 million. Would you like to bid again? I have $6 million here in the room. It's not yours, Jen. Not yours, Scott. Have the ladies' bidder. And selling then, are you all done? Fair warning at $6 million. Thank you, madam. Congratulations. That's 3,007. Which brings us to lot 126, which is the beautiful Edgar Degas, the Trois Danseuses, executed in 1897. Large-scale pastel from a distinguished New York estate, showing here about the phone banks here on my right. And we will start here at 2,700,000 here, 2,700,000, 2,800,000, 2,900,000 at $3 million now at $3 million here. At 3,100,000 with Jackie, thank you, at 3,100,000 here. On my left, at 3,100,000, Jackie's bid, 3,200,000, Francis Asquith, at 3,200,000, 3,300,000 with Jackie, back with Jackie now, at $3,300,000, at 3,400,000, Francis's bid, at 3,400,000, now for the Degas Pastel, at 3,500,000, Jackie's bid, at 3,500,000, and for 3,600,000, Scott, new bidder, at 3,600,000, and which of the two of you will say 3,800,000? At 3,700,000, it's with Jackie now. Francis, you coming back in? Or Scott? 3,700,000. At 3,700,000, 3,800,000. At 3,800,000, 3,900,000. 3,900,000. At 3,900,000 with Jackie, give me 4. $3,900,000. Jackie's bid still, not just Francis. $4 million now it is, with Scott Michel for the Trois Danseuses, the Pastel. Jackie, are you out? Thank you anyway, and selling, fair warning, at $4 million. Oh, well, you were keeping very quiet. I didn't know you wanted to bid at $4 million. Scott's bid, $4,200,000, there it is. Corny Kramer's at $4,200,000, just in time, at $4,200,000, give me 5. $4.3 million. $4.3 million. $4,300,000. It's not yours, Courtney, now. At $4,300,000. 4,400,000. Scott. I have 4,400,000. Try 4,500,000. Yes, there it is at 4,500,000. 4,500,000. For the Degas, the Pastel of the Trois Danseuses from this important New York estate at 4,500,000. Would you like to try one more? I have 4,500,000. 4,600,000 online. Just when we thought we were done, at 4,600,000, thank you to the bidder online, at 4,600,000 is against you both now. I have the online bidder at $4,600,000. Like to go one more? At no, try to get 100, please, because we've got 100,000 increments going on online at $4,600,000. At $4,600,000 online, it's not yours, Courtney. 4,700,000. Thank you very much. At $4,700,000, the next bid's 4,800,000. At $4,700,000 with Scott. At $4,700,000, and with the bidder who's on Sotheby's.com like to come back in at 4,800,000. I have 4.7 here in the sale room at Sotheby's. It's against you online. At 4,700,000, it's Scott Michel's bid. It's not yours online, if you'd like to bid again. At 4,700,000, fair warning. At 4,700,000, not yours online, and selling to Scott's bidder at 4.7. Sold. That's number 48. Thank you. Lot 127 is withdrawn, so we moved straight on to lot 128, which is the child Hassan, which is, so this lot is withdrawn actually, but thank you for showing. And so we move straight on to lot 128, which is the child Hassan, which may be being brought up to you, but it's definitely showing here on the screens from the Sam and Marilyn Fox collection. Just wait for it to come, so it's absolutely clear. Here it is. Thank you so much. The Child Hassan, Newport, October Sundown from 1901. And we will start the bidding here at $900,000 here, $900,000, $1 million, and $1 million here, $1 million here, and $1,100,000 now, at $1,100,000 now, at $1,100,000, $1,200,000, thank you, at $1,200,000 now here, $1,300,000, Simon Shaw now, at $1,300,000 here, at $1,300,000 and any more. 1,400,000 right at the back, at 1,400,000 I have already, at 1,400,000. 1,400,000 with Caroline at 1,400,000 against the two of you at 1,400,000. And are you coming in here on my right? At $1,400,000. Well, we've had this discussion all evening. At $1,400,000, try to get 1,500,000 if you can. At $1,400,000, I have Caroline Seabolt's bid, yes, at $1,400,000, and not yours here on my right either, at $1,400,000. I'm looking for 1.5 for the wonderful work by Hassan, at $1,400,000. At $1,400,000, are you all done? You sure? Fair warning and selling. Stephanie. No, we've had that discussion. The next bid is 1,500,000. We were offered 1,450,000. I'm trying to get 1,500,000. This is an auction with increments that are pre-populated, and we have 1,400,000 very patiently. There it is, 1.5 million. Thank you very much. We'll get the hang of this now. $1.5 million. 1.6 back in. $1,600,000. $1,600,000 back with Caroline at $1,600,000. 1,600,000, will you say 1.7? $1,600,000. Still with Caroline. 1,600,000. Have to hurry you now. 1,600,000, hammers up. Fair warning, I have $1.6 million. And would you like to come back in? Thank you anyway. And selling at 1.6. Sold, Caroline, thank you very much. This is number 14, 1.6. And now we come to lot 129, which is the wonderful, exquisite work by Paul Klee, the miniature, showing here up front, framed black at top and bottom, from 1917. And this work was actually exhibited the year it was painted at Berlin's Der Sturm Gallery, a central forum of the city's avant-garde in 1917. And here it is. We start here at $280,000 here, $280,000, $300,000, at $300,000 now, at $300,000 here, at $300,000, $320,000 now, at $350,000 with Lucius at $350,000. Lucius's bid at $380,000 now online, at $380,000 online, at $380,000, $400,000, Lisa Dennison, thank you so much, at $400,000. And would you like to come back in online at $400,000? Or indeed Lucius at $420,000 now, ahead of you both, online at $420,000, $450,000 with Lisa, $450,000. My left, $450,000, Lisa's bid at $450,000, Lucius, or indeed the online bidder. I have $480,000, thank you, online on Sotheby's.com, $480,000, who will give me $500. At $480,000 on Sotheby's.com, the online $500 it is, thank you Lisa. At $500,000, at $500,000. And waiting for the online bidder to come back in, this beautiful work by Paul Klee, miniature, there it is, $550,000. At $550,000 online, Lisa, what do you say? At $550,000, then I shall sell it, fair warning, to the online bidder at $550,000. Sold, congratulations to the online bidder, that's number 55 at $550,000. Lot 130 is withdrawn, so we move straight on to lot 131, which is the Norman Lewis gathering, painted in 1956. Thank you for showing it to us here on the easel. This is the same year that Lewis was represented the United States at the Venice Biennale. This is 1956, Norman Lewis gathering from an East Coast collection. And we will start here at $850,000, 850, 900,000 here, $900,000, at 900,000, $1 million with Bame, at $1 million, Bame's bid, at $1 million for the Norman Lewis, at $1 million, it's Bame's bid, at $1 million, any advance from the rest of you here in the room, at $1 million, you're all done, at $1 million, I can sell it, fair warning, are you all done, at $1 million. Sold, Bame, that's 112, $1 million. And lot 132, which is actually the last lot in this evening's sale, is the Augustin Cardenas, Mon Ombre Après Minuit, and of course this is showing on the screen, but it was on view for the last fortnight in our wonderful new premises here at the Breuer. And please note the correct medium for this work is paint on found wood. And we will start the bidding here at $240,000 here, $240,000 here, at $240,000 here, at $260,000, $280,000, $300,000, at $300,000 I have with the absentee bidder at $300,000 with the absentee bidder, and I can sell it at $300,000 only unless there's any advance on Sotheby's.com or indeed here in the room or on the phones, otherwise I shall sell the last lot of this evening's sale at $300,000. Sold. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you all. Well done. Well done to you. Well done. Well done. Thank you. Thank you all. Well done to you. Very good job. Oh my goodness, Allegra, you are so sweet. Allegra, come on. You are amazing. You are amazing. Congratulations to you. What a fix. That was amazing. Really amazing. Well done. Do you think I should just close up? Okay, so just to close up, that brings tonight's proceedings to a close. Thank you very, very much for joining us all here at the Breuer and online. And we look forward to seeing you tomorrow morning for our exquisite corpus and modern day auctions that begin at 9 a.m. And with that, I wish you all a very, very good evening. Thank you. Thank you.